What happened? Where am I? Am I alive yet?
Have you ever stood and stared at it, marveled at its beauty, its genius? Millions of collectors, lovers of film and horror alike, just living out their lives, oblivious. Did you know that the first program was designed to be a perfect human world, where none suffered, where everyone would be happy? It was a disaster. No one would accept the program. Some believe that we lack the programming language to describe your perfect world, but I believe that as a species, human beings define their reality through misery and suffering. However, when viewers of the Movie Canon YouTube channel tune in, they get a sense of joy. Too much joy, if you ask me. You see, the perfect world would dream that your primitive cerebral kept trying to wake up from, which is why this was redesigned to this, the peak of your civilization. For some reason, human beings still found their way to the Movie Canon YouTube channel. This has to change. Look out that window. You had your time. The future is our world. The future is our time. Is there something on your mind?
Watch the Movie Canon.
Hi, you're watching the Movie Canon? Watch Geo.
Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel, The Movie Canon, and I am Giovanni. This is Figures Talk, episode number 36. This is the last episode of the year of 2024, so we had to do a show. We had to do a live stream here tonight, so there's actually a lot of news, releases. There might have been an announcement, I don't quite remember, but I know there was a lot of announcements. And we're also finishing up the fantasy figure tier list part 5, so this is the last one. Is going to wrap everything up, so we'll do that here tonight. I may have to maybe cut short some of the releases just so we don't make the stream too long, but thank you guys for watching here tonight live. If you're watching this right now, or if you're watching the replay, thanks so much for that as well. So it is Sunday, December 29th, 2024. And I do have a Canon Council here tonight. For right now, I have one Canon Council member, and the other few will drop in just a bit here. But let's go ahead and bring in my first one of the night. You guys know him as Mr. X-Man Supreme. And the last one is the Brown.
Oh my god!
Stew.
Damn.
So
oh my god!
It's pretty easy as a not X-Man. Come on, bro.
Oh shit! All right.
So
Well, it was fun, you guys. I'll see y'all later.
They dip.
Oh, fuck off!
Rated R.
Mr. Dave, how you doing?
What's up, fools? It's good to be here. It's a good night, man. Good time to tear down some of those S tier
Right.
figures. Let's do it, man. I'm down. I'm ready.
And this is the last one for the year, so maybe it'll be a tradition. If I'm still doing this in the next year or two or whatever. But thank you, Dave. Like as always, a regular here. I really appreciate your time. And then how was your Christmas?
It was pretty good, man. It was quiet for the most part. Got to, go see some of the fam and do some of that stuff. But it was nice to just be home, watch some of my favorite movies, and chill out. I got the big old, Walmart bucket of the different kinds of corn. You know the one. The snowman and all that.
You got that. Okay.
Oh yeah, I was sitting there watching Gremlins, watching Batman Returns. Man, that's great.
All the Christmassy movies, right?
Yeah.
Even the Gremlins one, but
even the Gremlins.
That's a different debate there. But Dave, like always, thanks so much for joining us here tonight. The last
always a pleasure,
episode
sir.
of 2024. So let's bring my next Canon Council member. We have another one that came in right now. So let's go ahead and bring him here. You guys know him as one Adam 12.
Since I was 3 or 4 years old, I've loved Star Wars. So we'll keep looking. We're getting into double jeopardy where things really get tense. Iron Man, knowing that the original Avengers are destroyed and the MCU goes down the drain. And also knowing that we destroy Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, Jaws, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Oh, man.
Hey guys,
Hey Adam, how you doing?
how we doing?
Hey.
Yes, my apologies for running behind here. My family and I were watching. We've been binge watching the TV show Lost, and I was getting I've seen it before, and my wife's seen it, but it's the first time my daughter's seen it. She loves it. So when we, shut it off, and I was getting my coffee ready, and when we shut it off, the kind of default station, because I watched a lot of news, and the news was on, and so I happened to see about former President Carter passing.
Oh, Jimmy
So
Carter,
first I saw this. So rest in peace to him. And I didn't think he was a good president, but no matter what you thought, he was a former president of the United States and led our country with honor. So prayers to his family and for our country as always. But so I guess I got caught up in that. So sorry about that.
No problem.
But look forward to. Hope everyone had a nice Christmas, and sounds like Dave had that big bucket of popcorn. That sounds pretty awesome. I've been down with COVID this past week. Finally felt better yesterday. I was worried about getting your stream, but yesterday, felt good enough, and feeling better today. So, knock on wood.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, Adam, for joining us. Even you had getting over COVID and stuff like that, and yeah, we did the top 10 2024 films, TV series, projects, and stuff yesterday on the Met Report. So that was a good stream there. Thank you for joining on that as well, Adam.
Madam Web was our unanimous decision as the best film.
That was
Right?
crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah. I try to sell that one, but there you go.
Adam had a stroke when you said that.
Right. That was funny. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining me here tonight. I do have 2 other Canon Council members that are going to show up in a little bit. They just messaged me, and they told me that they're going to be a little late, so we're just waiting for them there. But we're going to go and get started with the live chat. I do see quite a few in there now, so let's start that. Let's see. So the first one is from Mr. SpongeBob SquareBalls, Mr. Classy Thomas, saying, "Hi Gio, I look forward to the stream." Mr. Classy Thomas, again, thank you so much. You've been in the live chats very often lately, and I really do appreciate that. And again, I say this every time that you go on here, and wishing you a happy and safe and fast recovery there. But thanks so much for joining us here. And Dave is warming up the chat as always. So thank you again there, Mr. Dave, not just on the panel, but also in the live chat. And Feel the Burn, Mr. Robert saying, well, howdy y'all. How you doing, Mr. Feel the Burn? Thank you so much, as always, joining us in the live chat. And looks like you guys are talking amongst yourselves there. And we have Yomo dropping by here in the live chat. He says he's beginning to believe, referring to the I think the Matrix little parody video clip that I made. Thank you, Mr. Yomo, for dropping by. Yomo was supposed to be here. At least that was a plan, but unfortunately he wasn't able to join us. But hopefully he'll be able to join us soon, maybe for the 1 year anniversary of Figures Talk, which is, I believe, next week. But Mr. Yomo, thank you so much for joining us. Merry Christmas. Hope you had a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and all that stuff. So thanks so much there. He says, sorry I couldn't be on tonight, fellas. So yeah, not a problem at all there. And X-Man Supreme says, it's all over once you go up Troy's bucket. So I don't know what, just kidding, Dave. I know exactly what that is now. So it's like, what, the third or fourth time that you're doing this? Thank you so much there, Mr. Dave. And then Adam also warming up the chat here, saying hello, everyone. And Jose Plus dropping by in the live chat. What's up, fellas? I'll be there a little later. So yes, Jose Plus will be joining us later tonight. So thank you so much there, Mr. Jose Plus. We'll bring him on here as soon as he's ready to come on here. We have TJ Mike, aka King Churro, dropping by as always. What's up, gentlemen? Thank you, Mr. TJ Mike. Always a supporter, always in the live chat. Really appreciate that. Thank you so very much there. And it looks like you're just talking amongst yourselves there. All right, so there you go. So let's go ahead and get started because there's a lot of stuff going on here. So let's start with just a couple of things here. So I think I forgot to mention this last time. Let me go in here real quick. So I am still planning on doing the first annual Movie Canon Figure Awards. So that's still on the books to do. I'm planning to reveal the nominees next week. So I'll give you guys more details on social media, probably on Instagram and stuff like that. But that is still the plan, to do the nominees next week and possibly the awards the following week. I was just trying to make sure that we got all the releases and the announcements for 2024, because, you know, there's still, 2 days left, right? So who knows? Maybe we'll get some big releases tonight or tomorrow, Monday or Tuesday, or announcements, releases, etc. So we're still working on that there. Let's see. Was it? Wait, read my last comment. Wait, what? Wait, I'm not sure what you mean there, Jose. But thank you there. Let's see. So that was it for the figure awards there. But I'm gonna go get started just with the first one, the first figure here, right? So this is a release, the Venom from the Spider-Man 2 video game. $460. It's actually still available for pre-order on Sideshow. I thought it would have been waitlisted by now, actually, but it's still available for pre-order. So it has been released in Hong Kong anyway. And the video game figure file is, again, Spider-Man 2 video game, release date October 20th, 2023, PlayStation 5, as a lot of us know. Insomniac Games is the developer. And I added this additional component to the figure file moving forward, and I added the date the figure was announced. So for this one, it was announced on October 18th, 2023. I mean, a lot of you guys know that I don't really collect Marvel. I mean, not to that level as many of you guys do, but I didn't play the video game, so that's another reason. I did always like this Venom because it is big, and I think it would look cool. Although I don't think I would have space for him anyway. But I know a lot of you guys were very excited for this one here, so I'm just gonna throw this to Mr. Dave. What are your quick thoughts on this Venom?
I think this is the coolest looking Venom figure that's ever been made. Like across the gamut of figuredom, I think this is probably the coolest one that anyone has put up. That being said, a large part of its coolness is its largeness. And I think that might be a good part of why a lot of folks, why it's still available for pre-order on Sideshow right now, I think, is because, you know, they put this up and people were excited for it, you know, and all the jokes about 21 inches of Venom became a lot more real, you know, with all these releases came out. And everyone's like, oh, where am I going to put this? And then they put up that more comic-sized version.
Oh, yeah.
That people were like, oh, yeah, this works. So I feel like maybe that might have killed him a little bit. I still think he's a great looking figure. I would love to have a Venom that looked like this. I wish the smaller one looked more like this, honestly. Like the head sculpt and the way they did all that looks way cooler, I think.
Oh, okay.
I like how stylized the spider logo is. I just don't like that it's not Eddie Brock, man. That's the only thing that hurts it for me, is that it's not Eddie Brock.
Oh, okay.
And that's, you know, it's I want 100% Venom.
Go ahead.
Oh no, that's just that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious to see you know, like people like, you know, Brick, who I'm sure he's getting this, and Zord and things like that. The comparison of other figures, you know, I want to see those pictures when they get this.
Oh, that's gonna be so cool.
I think Zord. I don't know if Zord did it or he just shared someone.
Oh, Instagram. Did he already?
Yeah, he had a comparison and it was wild. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I have to look into that. I might have missed that, but yeah, I was
gotta check that out. Yeah,
seeing that. Yeah, because you know, like I said, I'm not getting this guy, but I think my brother might have pre-ordered him, or I don't know if he canceled it. But I know he at one point had pre-ordered it, but I don't know if I'll be able to see it in person or not if he canceled it. But Adam, any thoughts on this?
Nothing more than what both you guys have said. I think Dave pretty well laid out the case on this. I think it's a really awesome looking figure. Do you have you know, it requires you to have the right kind of display space for this. And then whether it's more important to you to have a more traditional size comic accurate Venom. And I think, you know, as Dave articulated, I think when Half Toys came out with that comic version, people have flocked to that. So that's why it's still on available for pre-order.
Yeah. Let me look at this comment here. Jose says, I made a joke that Yomo didn't make it because there's no giveaway tonight. I didn't see that I don't see that comment anywhere in here, Jose. So I don't know, maybe it got lost somewhere in there, but I don't see it in my StreamYard feed. That's why I didn't know what you were talking about. But no, Yomo's here, right? He's in the live chat. So let's see. Feel the Burn says, most people plus me are waiting for that comic version. Yeah, that's what Dave said there and you guys said there. And then Yomo says, not this time, Jose. I had a family loss after Christmas, so it's been a little hectic. So I know Yomo was supposed to be on here, but so condolences there, Mr. Yomo, as I mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, Jose, you jerk.
Sorry for your loss.
Right. So there we go there. And let's see. So that was the Venom video game figure. So let's move on to the next one, because like I said, there's quite a bit of stuff going on here. So we have a tease from, let me move this. We got the tease for Blade, for Deadpool and Wolverine. And I mean, I don't know if they're going to announce him before the year ends, or maybe at the beginning of the year, but we got a little glimpse of the character here, of the figure, I should say. And kind of like we got a tease for that Winter Soldier a couple weeks ago, which that one has not been announced yet officially. And yeah, this is one of the ones that I'm waiting for of the Resistance. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting this. I would have preferred, I mentioned this earlier many times, that I would have preferred from the first film, but I'll take this. Just very quick thoughts. Adam, what are your thoughts on this one right here?
Yeah, I imagine this is going to come maybe later this week, next week. I'd be, who knows with Hot Toys. I mean, if I consider this more of a bigger release. I don't know if I would announce this before New Year's, but you know they do things on their own timetable. But I could see this being announced in the next 2 weeks, along with that, what I would imagine is going to be an Artisan Winter Soldier.
Right. So yeah, again, those are the two ones that they've teased, and I mean, like I said, there's 2 days. Maybe tonight, you know, they'll announce one of them officially, but I would think that they would at least announce one more before the end of the year. And I also heard, and you know, rumors that they were going to announce the Predator, the Jungle Hunter, the Jungle Hunter one before the year ends. So I know I'm waiting for that one too, but I guess we'll see what happens there. Did I ask you, Dave, about Blade?
I don't know what's going to happen with this one because this one for me is an interesting proposition because I don't necessarily feel like I need Blade or Elektra for that matter. But again, there is the question: do I want to complete this line? And you know, that's always a question for a lot of folks: is do you complete a line from a movie you like? And I think, you know, the answer is no, not necessarily. You know, there are certain characters that you love, certain characters that you don't really need or care for, and you don't need to complete a line for line completion's sake. However, Blade is a big deal. In this movie especially, Blade was a big deal. Blade was all a lot of people were talking about after seeing this movie, was that reveal. And that was a super cool moment. Like across movie moments, that was one of the coolest. I think we can all agree seeing Wesley Snipes show up was pretty badass.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like I'm on the fence about it because I want to have the Resistance, but also I'm in that season of having to dial back and be really more focused on what I'm collecting. So I may do it still just to have the Resistance, which honestly I wouldn't be mad at myself either way. I will say that if I do get him and Elektra, and then, you know, the only other thing they release after the Resistance is the battle damaged Deadpool, then I'll be happy having the whole, you know, the whole line. But if they release that one figure that I'm not going to get, then I'll be like, well, should I have done this? Because now I don't have the whole collection, and I have these two that I really was on the fence about. So I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird thought.
Yeah. But I guess, like I said, we'll see soon if this is. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're gonna announce it, but I mean, like soon, like in the next week, right? But
I just hope that they have that it comes with as an accessory the Punisher's rocket launcher, or bazooka, or whatever that weapon was.
He has to. They got to do that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Batman credit card in a way, right? You need to have. There's an accessory that you absolutely need, right, for a particular figure, and I think it's that for this one here.
Yeah, they're making a big mistake if they don't do that.
Right. So, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, in the next week or so.
Which incidentally, that's like that Batman credit card. Like, to me, that would be the one reason for me to get that figure. Is just to have Batman holding.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it, but you're right. You're absolutely right. The meme is too strong.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. But yeah, I'm so glad they're doing that for the Batman. So they got to do it for Blade, the bazooka thing. So let's see. All right, so I think we're good for this one here. Like I said, there's no photos, not an official announcement yet. So let's move on to the next one here, one that I'm excited for, and then we have the Atreides Inart figure release. And I mentioned this earlier that it seems like Inart is releasing these figures very quickly, less than a year now, from what I've noticed here. As far as when we're going to get them, that's a completely different situation. Although this one might be a little different because it is licensed worldwide. So I think a lot of people are actually maybe getting him much sooner than the other not licensed, worldwide, whatever. But opening up the movie figure file here for this Paul Atreides is from the first Dune film, Dune Part 1. Came out on October 22nd, 2021. Warner Brothers is the distributor/studio. And we have the Rotten Tomato score. 83% of the critics gave it a positive review out of 514 reviews. 90% of the audience gave it a positive review out of 5,000 submissions. The worldwide box office of the first Dune film, which was still recovering, through the whole COVID situation when it comes to people being comfortable of going to the movie theaters. And it was also released at the same time on HBO Max. So I'm sure that affected the box office numbers as well, but it still made over $400 million. The figure was announced on March 8th, 2024. So that was about a week after the second Dune film came out. And there is a video here. Let me see if I can find it. But in the meantime, any of you guys pre-ordered Paul Atreides?
No.
Have not. Not my speed.
Hold on, I'm trying to. What's going on with the video here? Hold on a second, guys. So yeah, it was released here, and where is it? Hold on a second, guys. I'm trying to find that video clip. Okay, so I'll do the pictures then for now. I'll do the pictures here. So yeah, I enjoyed the film, both of them, right? Dune 1 and 2. And I wasn't sure if I was going to get the figure at that point before I saw Dune Part 2. And then I did watch Dune Part 2, and I was like, that just kind of secured it for me. Is I guess I'm going to get this figure here. And it is going to be my first Inart figure. So again, I'm excited for this guy here. And hopefully we do get him much sooner than the other ones. I think that's going to be the case because what I mentioned earlier about it being licensed, worldwide. So we should be getting that much sooner. And let me see if I can get the pictures now. Hold on a sec. Oh, here it is. All right, there you go. All right, so here we go. Here's the photos here of the Paul Atreides. So none of you guys are going to get this. None of you guys were really that big fans of the movie, right?
No, we talked about this yesterday on your Met Report show.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was very well done. Love the director, great cast. I mean, obviously it's based on a classic book that was the inspiration for Star Wars and so many genre films. I just wasn't into it, But okay. I appreciate it. Just wasn't into it.
Okay. And Dave, I don't remember. Did you watch any of these Dune movies?
No, I haven't watched anything or read anything at all about Dune. I used to follow Comic Book Girl 19 when she was really like doing a lot of stuff on YouTube more regularly years ago, and she was a huge Dune fan, talked about a lot. And so I get the idea that the fan base for this is just, if it's not enormous, it's loyal. Which I think says a lot about the property. It's just not something that ever caught my attention.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, there, guys, for your input there. We do have another Canon Council member who just dropped in here. So let's go ahead and get that going here. So let me just play this little clip first. Here we go.
Yo.
Reverse Zio Carlos, welcome to the Movie Canon YouTube channel.
Thank you, Gio. Thank you so much for having me, especially on the premiere of Figure Talk on your channel, man. I'm super excited to be here tonight. Thank you for having me, and I'm excited to talk to you and the other special guest and just, get the show started, man.
So that was episode 1, Figures Talk, earlier this year, January, the first Sunday in January. And this individual, Mr. Reverse Zio, accepted the invitation to join me here on this Figures Talk show, which I'm sure he didn't know what it was going to be all about, but there we go. So he's here. He was in the first episode. Now he's in the last episode of the year. So let's go and bring him in, Mr. Reverse Zio. So you would have to choose. Are you going to keep, gift, or destroy?
Okay. I'm gonna upset a lot of people, so take it easy on me. Take it easy on me.
Bro, what an intro, man. It never ceases to amaze. Like, dude, it's insane. Like, always, every freaking time. Insane. Gio, thank you so much for having me on this stream, the last one of this year, full circle, baby. And then to be in here with everybody again, man, I appreciate it. I'm excited to catch up with everybody. Hope everybody's having great, holidays around this time, man. I'm excited. I think we got some great topics, great panel, man. Very excited.
Well, Mr. Carlos Reversio, thank you so much for joining us here again in the last episode of the year. So
How we
full
doing,
circle.
Carlos?
Full circle. So.
Good, Adam. We're doing great. We're doing great.
All right. Well, thank you so much there, Mr.
Good to
Zio.
see you,
And
bro.
like I mentioned earlier, Yomo was also in the first episode, and unfortunately he wasn't able to join us, or he would have been on this as well here tonight. But again, thank you so much, Zio.
Oh,
all right.
Yes.
So,
More play, how's married life treating you?
It is.
Right.
Oh, it's amazing, man. It's been great. Been very, very. Just this year overall has just been sensational. I think it just so many good things have happened this year that I know a lot of people may be religious or not, but I just consider myself very blessed to be in the situation that I am, because not only did I find my life partner, but everything in general along the way has been great within the realm of life, both work wise or community wise. I think everybody in this panel knows how big this community can be a part of our lives in many ways, and everything about this, like including meeting everybody in this panel, like it's just been a great year overall. I think it's been one of my all-time favorite years, if not my favorite so far. Up until this point, it's just been amazing. So thank you, man. I appreciate that for checking it. It's incredible.
Well, if as long as, listen, I got 2 words of advice.
Yeah.
To yes, dear, and I'm sorry. And if you ask her yes, dear, and I'm sorry, you'll be all right.
We're okay. We're good.
20
Don't try to fix it.
Don't
try to fix it.
I got you. It's my fault. It's my bad. I'm sorry.
No, she fixes you. She fixes you.
It's it's like the stream boards. You just click a button and okay, my bad. I'm sorry. That's so funny, man. Thank you. I appreciate that for sure.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for having us here, Mr. Zio. Let's go into. Oh, there's actually a few comments here that I missed. We have Jazzy dropping by. Good evening. Hello, Mr. Jazzy. Thank you so much for joining us. And he has his glass of wine ready to go. So there you go.
Very classy.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Feel the Burn says Inart has a Catwoman RSVP on their site, more than likely Anne Hathaway, but I still want Zoe Kravitz. Oh yeah, I did see that in Feel the Burn's story. I think Instagram story. And then I tried to go in there to see where it was, but I wasn't able to find it. But I'm guessing it'll be like you said, the Anne Hathaway one.
Mm-hmm.
We have Christian Crosshair Cooper. What's up, lads? Hello, Mr. Christian Cooper. Thank you so much for joining us. Did you were you able to sell that Aragorn yet? Your Inart figure? Guess I know he's trying to sell him. Let's see. The RSVP has been up for a while, says Jose Plus. Okay, so it's been out for a while then. And then we have, where'd you get that, Mr. Cody, dropping by? Hello, Mr. Cody. Thanks so much for joining us here in the live chat. Really appreciate it there. Let's see. Jay says you fancy with the intro, says Jazzy.
Insane intro, bro.
So,
Insane.
yeah, thank you. Let's see. Yomo just warming up the chat here. talking amongst yourselves there. All right. So, Carlos, I think I remember because you were on Copper Drop,
Yes,
the cartoons Saturday morning edition
Yeah,
yesterday. So,
yeah.
I think I heard that you weren't a big fan of this movie, therefore you wouldn't spend money on an in-art figure like this. Is that right?
No, I guess you're partially correct and partially not so. I love. Okay, so Dune 2, I enjoyed so much that it made me go back and reinvest in the lore and the story. So the first time I saw Dune, I just kind of wasn't really. It wasn't my pick. My wife was the one that really wanted to watch it, and so I think when I was watching it, I was on my phone most of the time, and I had more questions than anything else. And I tried watching it over and over again, but it just happens over time as you get busy in the community that I'm always checking on my phone and stuff, and so it's hard for me to get back and sit down and watch a movie. And so then Dune 2 came around, went back and saw it, and I was like, oh shoot. And then I looked more into the lure and stuff, and I started Googling stuff because I honestly didn't know much about it from the previous ones, because I think they made some like way back in the day or so. And I hadn't seen those, so I didn't know much about this, this IP. But I enjoyed the second one, made me go back and watch the first one. This is a figure that I honestly think could be figure of the year. I think the potential to it is just insane because, I think a lot of the figures that we have gotten this year are 2.0s or 3.0s that many people would consider, figure of the year, or it's something that's been done before. And this one wasn't. It was done, but it wasn't done to the quality that we're seeing here, which I think it's really insane, man. I think they really did knock it out of the park with this Paul Atreides.
Yeah.
Dude, part of me wishes, but I think the reason why I pushed against it was I was hoping they would do like other, like maybe Dune 2 or something, which I don't see it happening now. I who knows, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. Like I said, this is going to be my first in-art figure, and the likeness of Timothée Chalamet, it's
Nice
amazing.
score,
just all the accessories, everything looks amazing. So I was like, I'm going to get this guy after I saw Dune Part 2, and now I want some other figures from mainly the second one.
Man, that'd be cool. I really wish they would do the dream sequence where he had like the golden armor. I don't know what kind of armor it was. I don't know if you remember that little scene where he had that vision and he was fighting in like white or gold armor. I can't remember. If they made that, shit, that would be insane.
That would be that's in art. I will say that's an exclusive artisan, but it's in art, right? But
yeah. But that would be insane, man. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll get this guy pretty soon there.
Yeah,
so I'm going to include this figure as contenders for the figure awards.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But all right, so that's it for Mr. Paul Atreides here, Mr. Bob Dylan. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one here, and we'll just go over this real quick because we kind of talked about it a little bit last time. So this is the Batman Batfleck, quote unquote Batfleck from The Flash, right? So it's finally released, and they teased or they showed that accessory for the BATCYCLE, right? The ramming accessory. And so $295. It is waitlisted now on Sideshow. Obviously, if you wanted this figure, there's other options, right? But on Sideshow, it's waitlisted. Opening up the movie figure file from the Flash film, came out on June 16th, 2023, Warner Brothers. Rotten Tomato scores, 63% of the critics gave it a positive review out of 388 reviews. 82% of the audience gave it a positive review out of 5,000 submissions. The worldwide box office for the Flash film was $271.4 million. And this figure was announced on May 31st, 2023.
That's insane.
And this one I was interested in getting when I first saw the announcement. I actually do like the suit. I like the BATCYCLE. The only thing that I didn't like is the faceplate or the mouth plate. It doesn't look like Ben Affleck. And I thought I was hoping that maybe they would fix it. But now that they released the blogger photos, I don't think they really fixed anything. So it kind of looks kind of like the same.
Yeah.
So, I guess I'm okay with not pre-ordering this guy, but What are your quick thoughts on this, Zio?
Dude, I would say it all the time. Ben Affleck is my guy when it comes to Batman. Like, I love all the iterations of Batman, but I generally do enjoy Ben Affleck's suit designs for almost every single bat suit that they've done for him. This specific movie just left like a bad taste for me. I tried, hoping on to anything else, but it just, I think they did my man sturdy in a lot of ways. And I wanted this character just because it is Ben Affleck. But I did not grow too attached to the actual honeycomb pattern on this. That's the only thing that's bothering me. I love the armor in general, like the knee pads, the shoulder pads, but that honeycomb, it I don't know, it doesn't seem Batman-ish, It's like, is he B-Man? I don't know. But I would say that if I could get this for maybe close to retail, I would. Now that I don't know if it's waitlisted now, I'm sure it'll convert because I'm sure a lot of people are going to cancel it. But I don't know if you saw that the 2.0 faceplates can go onto this one, which I thought that was pretty cool because that was pretty cool because I thought that was a cool way for Hot Toys to kind of let that kind of fix this a little bit, because Hot Toys is very like, I think sometimes they don't want you to do swap outs, especially when they started changing out head sculpts and stuff. Now they have like a new freaking peg system for the head sculpts, and it's annoying to use with like other. So, but the fact that you can swap out those faceplates, man, I think it's great. That's gonna, I think, bring this figure back to life. But I think somebody else is already working on a third party person is already working on making a faceplate for this one.
Oh, so really? Okay.
Yeah. I saw somebody posting on the Facebook group, so that's gonna be good.
I didn't know any of that information until right now. So now I'm like, maybe. So
dude, that bike is insane, and the cape,
I do like that.
Yeah, dude, that cape itself too looks very fun to play with that bike and stuff. But it takes up a lot of space.
The colors. I do like the honeycomb. Like I know I'm in the minority, but I actually do like the suit. I kind of like the whole thing. Really, it's just the whole Ben Affleck situation that just did it for me. For not to pre-order it. Yeah. But now I do have the Batman v Superman 2.0 Batfleck. That one's coming, so I did pre-order that guy.
There you go, man. You got the faceplates.
There you go. Right. So now I have to think about things now. But thank you for that. Let's see. Theo the Burn says his mouth looks like he got donuts in his cheeks. He says right there. Then Jazzy says shit's ugly. So there you go. Jose says seems like they might have not had the rights for Ben Affleck on this figure. I mean, that's kind of what I was hearing when it was first, announced, right? That could have been an explanation, but sometimes it's confusing because I guess they have to get a license, not just the likeness of the actor, right? But also the likeness for the actor for a specific movie, right? So it's like we have the Batman vs Superman, and this one's from The Flash, right? And then the whole Andrew Garfield thing, where I think Dave mentioned, I think it was last week, about the whole Schwarzenegger thing. Maybe they haven't done Mr. Freeze because they don't have likeness or rights or whatever for Batman and Robin, but maybe they do for T2. So it's kind of things that we just don't really know about. But it kind of explains things, I guess. Yeah.
It makes me wonder, like, if and I don't remember specifically if, and I think it did, the integrated suit Spider-Man, if it came with a Tom Holland's head sculpt on top of like the half mass head sculpt, if they had to just pay for that look, which is insane, just to pay for the mouthpiece, which is insane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see, Mr. Dave. Quick thoughts. I know we kind of talked about, the bike last week, but any quick thoughts on the release?
Yeah, well, a couple of points are things that I've been thinking about, like, because it's crazy, isn't it? How they put up a 2.0 of the, Batfleck proper, which looks really good, right? And they put up Duncan Man here, and and they didn't even, like, it's obvious they didn't even try to make this look like him. And it does bring up the question, are they going to start, like, cheaping out on certain figures because they know that we'll find workarounds, or they bake in workarounds in other versions of that figure? Because the you know, the Jackson Zoo camp is strong, and they know that.
Yeah.
And it does make me concerned about the quality of certain figures going forward. If they can get away with stuff, they're going to get away with stuff because it doesn't cost them money to do that.
Yeah.
So that's, I think, concerning if they take it too far. But as far as this figure goes, I can't take this figure seriously. I can't. I couldn't take this suit seriously. This is ridiculous. But and I kind of wanted the cycle, but like it has the issue that the Batmobile had in the Batman. I don't look at that and think Batman.
Yeah.
That nothing about this says Batman to me. This bike.
Oh, really?
No, not at all. Like Batman does his branding. All right. Like Batman and Deadpool, those are two characters that will do their branding hardcore. If it doesn't have Bat logos on it, you can at least tell by the shape of it or something. This looks like any cyberpunk movie or video game could have spawned this, which isn't bad. It's a cool looking bike. It's just, I don't think Batman when I see this. So, you know, that's an issue, I think. The one from the Batman, it's got the little spikes, you know, on the fairing there. That, you know, that looks like a BATCYCLE.
Yeah.
It's a lot simpler. It's a lot less teched out, you know, but I don't know, man. It just doesn't do it for me.
Look how beautiful this bike is. Look.
Oh,
Look
it's
at
gorgeous. I would love to have one.
In real life, imagine having one.
I would love to have
Spain, imagine.
it. Gotta go to the liquor store in that BATCYCLE.
but you know, this isn't. It doesn't say Batman to me.
Yeah.
Like if this, you know what this looks like to me? This looks like, I don't know how many of y'all remember Wildcats from Image Comics.
Yeah, I remember.
The Grifter, his bullet bike. This looks more like the bullet bike to me. It looks a lot like the bullet bike to me. Like, not exactly, but I can definitely see where there could have been influence there. And this makes me want a really cool, like, realistic looking Grifter to put on it. I would buy this bike if I had a Grifter to put on it. That would be cool.
I didn't even know it had that little blade in the front two wheels. That's freaking hilarious.
See, that's cool. The tech on this bike is awesome.
Yeah, looks awesome, but yeah.
But like,
Let's see.
It's not the best.
Expensive though, man. It's an expensive set. I think it's like $700, man.
Oh yeah, after like you know.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, bro.
That's a lot.
Oh
That's
shoot, look who it is.
Mr. Juan Portillo dropping by. Yeah. I got that scared of the size right now. So
I was generally at his house whenever I was heading here, and I was like, "Oh shoot, I gotta go. I got to stream." And I was just talking to him about it because he does have that on pre-order, and he was gonna unbox the Batmobile, and then I was like, "Yo, bro, where are you gonna even put it? First, we got to make room, right? So you can put it." And then I showed him a picture of this one, like displayed at a Secret Base. Oh my gosh, dude, it's beautiful, but it takes up a lot of space, man. It takes a lot of space. It's insane, though.
It's really nice. I'm most likely not gonna get this, but I really did like it though,
just for photography purposes.
Oh, I'm sure, Zio. I'm sure you're gonna do something amazing when you get that there. And then Jose also says, I really like the bike. So yeah, so it's another collector here who really likes it. So Mr. Adam, any quick thoughts on this guy here and the bike?
I need to know Adam's thoughts. I'm excited for this.
It's hard for me not to talk about this in a totality of. I imagine you're going to talk about some of the other figures that were announced from the Flash. Are you gonna bring those up?
Yes. Briefly, but yes.
Briefly. So I think there's, let's specifically to this figure. I'm going to wait. I want a Batfleck Batman, but I'm going to wait for the 2.0 like Yu-Gi-Oh! That Batfleck 2.0. I'm on the wait list for that. So probably whenever that announces, I'm going to have to look elsewhere because I don't usually have the best luck of getting wait lists converted. But I very much want that. I don't think this figure is. I'm kind of with you, Gia. I don't think this suit's the worst looking suit. It's not my favorite suit, but I don't think it's terrible, and I don't necessarily think there's anything wrong with the bike. The faceplate, I don't think is very good. That's the weak link on it, is that faceplate. But I don't think this is terrible. But I guess in totality, when you look at, and I'm maybe I'll just kind of comments touching on the other two figures. So I'm just going to filibuster here for a moment here, if you indulge me. And this opinion, I realize, might not be a popular one in our community, but whatever. I'm going to say it. I think The Flash is a terrible effing movie. Okay, it's a terrible effing movie. All right.
Clip it.
And yeah, you can clip that. This movie sucks. All right. And the millions of dollars that were spent on this, that took them years and years to produce, the best they can do was to put babies in a freaking microwave. No.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
That was pretty bad.
Ezra Miller, a horrible Flash. Effing annoying. He was the worst thing about either version of Justice League that you'll see. And I like the Snyder cut. But I wish they Snyder cutted Ezra Miller out of that movie.
Wow.
Put Grant Gustin or virtually anyone in as the Flash. Extremely annoying. So it's hard, when you buy these figures, you want to have an attachment to the source property, the movie that makes you feel something. And I saw this and felt nothing but anger after I watched this movie, because I love The Flash. I love the characters in it, and I felt like they took a big dump on the franchise. And it's clear if you watch the movie, that I actually would like, the one thing I'd like to see this movie again for is to see a director's cut, or to see alternate versions of what was not used, because they filmed stuff with Cavill.
Mm-hmm.
That there was different endings to this.
Yeah.
And that Clooney was put in at the last second because they knew this is the dead end of the franchise, and they were going to move elsewhere. So in terms of the figures, I'm sorry, just to
go ahead.
I think there's only one figure that has any value in this in terms of like a nostalgia, and that would probably be the Keaton Batman, because at least you can look at him and say it's Keaton, and you can, in your head canon, that could be a Batman Beyond, or you can tie that into the 89 or Batman Returns, which have some value. That and I think it's a get ahead here. I think that's an awesome looking figure. So and lastly, in the news business, and I deal with my career with the media all the time. They call something the Friday or holiday news dump. And what that is when you're not proud of something, you dump bad news before a major holiday or a Friday. And I think it's, it seems to be over Christmas break, Hot Toys takes a holiday news dump or a holiday product dump over and just, year's over, let's just get these Flash things out of the way. And probably the last thing that's going to come out either tonight or tomorrow is probably the Flash himself.
It's going to drop right now. He's talking about it right now. Adam, we're going to cut you off. The Flash just dropped.
Breaking news.
Anyway, that's all I have to say about that.
I'm with you, bro. I think they did the characters a disservice. The only thing that I was actually hoping they did out of releasing the Flash movie was that third-party companies would go back and do the Kryptonian soldiers that were with Zod, because I think they had done them in the past, and I really wanted those to put with my Zod from Man of Steel, and because I think that Fiora is going for a lot of money right now, even though she's like old and outdated. I really wish they would have tackled those just to pair up with General Zod. That's the one thing I really wanted from this movie.
Yeah, you have this Flash movie, and you don't have, it's all about Superman, Henry Cavill, and you don't have him in the freaking movie? What? Anyway.
Yeah, well, I must say that I'm in the minority, but I actually really liked the Flash film. Like I said, I like this Batman, this BATCYCLE. The Flash, I wasn't really considering getting, except maybe because I'm trying to get at least one iteration of each Batman, live action or TV figure, and it'd be cool to kind of have the Flash like in the middle of like all of them, like in the middle of it, to have them in the background and stuff like that. But but that would be the only reason why I would want the Flash. I still haven't pre-ordered them or anything, but I have a question for you though, Adam. So
Yeah.
would you rewatch The Flash or Rise of Skywalker?
Oh,
Rise of Skywalker.
oh my God!
Yeah. Because
Kylo Ren saved it for you.
All right.
because you at least get Chewbacca and C-3PO and R2 and a little bit of Carrie Fisher. I didn't, you know, I didn't, I liked all the actors in Rise of Skywalker. I didn't like the writing. You know, a lot of people are down on Rey. I thought she was, you know, I thought Daisy really did a fine job. I just think the writing was terrible.
Yeah, there was no structure for that trilogy, but yeah, I just wanted to know like which one was worse for you. But yeah, apparently The Flash
they're both bad. I mean, they're terrible choices.
Let's see. So we have Blurred Dad Life dropping by. So evening, everyone. Hope the holidays have been enjoyable. Yes, they have been. Mr. Blurred Dad Life, thanks so much for joining us. As always, hope you had a great Christmas and have a happy New Year coming up here. So thanks so much for being in the live chat. And let's see, make space for that vehicle, Mr. Juan. So go ahead and do that there. Let's say, Blurred Dad Life says, I have Grant Gustin as my Flash in my collection.
One true Flash.
Yeah, I agree. That's my Flash.
Yeah, that's my brother wants him actually. It was like on his Christmas list or whatever. But it's like, where do you get this particular figure at this point? But without spending, a shitload of money for him. But
yeah, you had every in the Flash. You had every practical variation of a superhero, but you don't have Grant Gustin on just for 2 seconds. Okay.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Feel the Burn says, I just want the Flash for the comic accurate suit, he says. And then looks like you're just talking amongst yourselves there. Blurred Dad Life says, there's more of Keaton as Batman just sitting on a shelf as a $90 million write-off for Warner Brothers with Batgirl. Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Yeah, they shot that movie too, if I remember correctly. I think it's completely shot.
Yep.
Let's see. Carlos, get it, bro. Pop culture on sale. Jose says, say what you will, Adam, but I think all the Flash figures are bangers except for this stuntman Batman, he says here.
I think it's figures. I think he's right.
And I need to get on the show to counter Adam's anger, says Jose. Yeah, as soon as you're ready, Jose, we'll drop you in here.
Yeah, I'm not angry now. I feel better.
Right. Adam's on a good one tonight.
It's like therapy.
Let's see, and that's where we do this, right? Jose says Grant Gustin wasn't even the Flash on his own show. The character all said, "We are all the Flash." I didn't watch the show, so I wouldn't know that. But
it was Iris. Iris West was the Flash.
Okay. Let's see. They don't have the black suit version. Only you're talking about the
Black Adam.
Black Adam. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that's it. Any other thoughts on this Batfleck, quote unquote, BATCYCLE before we move on to the next one real quick? Okay. So let's move on to the other Batman from the Flash, and it is the Keaton version. Modern suits. It's the same movie figure file, except this figure was announced on May 24th, 2023. And we have Keaton, and I was tempted in getting this Keaton because at that point when this one was announced, that was like my first few months of collecting, and I wanted a Keaton Batman figure, but I was debating which one I would get. Would I get the 1989 version, the 2.0, which at that point was waitlisted? So I was thinking maybe I'll just get the modern suit from the Flash because that one was still available. So I almost pre-ordered him, but I decided to let me just put myself on the wait list just to see what happens. And sure enough, it got converted and I got the Keaton 89. So that's the Batman Keaton that I have. But I do like this figure. I think it looks really cool. The older version of Keaton from the Flash, the head sculpt looks amazing. The likeness is good. Just the figure, the suit itself looks very nice. I really do like the way it looks. So I think it's an overall very good figure. looking at the, let me go back here. It is waitlisted, like I mentioned. It is waitlisted now. $310 as it was on Sideshow, and let me throw this to Mr. Dave because I know you're a Keaton Batman fan. So, what are your thoughts on this one, real quick?
Yeah, I'm getting this one. I'm very happy that Sideshow is now delaying a few pieces because this allowed me to. Because when I pre-ordered this guy, I didn't know about some other sellers out there like Underground and other places like that.
Oh, okay.
So them delaying this allowed me to get my NRD back and get back what I paid for this already to go and spend less to get them someplace else, which I very much greatly appreciate. So definitely getting this guy. I gotta have all the Keatons. I got returns on order. I gotta have this guy. It's a must-have for me.
Yeah, and because like I said, I'm trying to just get one of each Batman, right? So one Keaton, one Affleck, etc. So that's why I didn't try to get this guy after I pre-ordered the 2.0, the 89. But I do acknowledge that this is a very beautiful looking figure there. But we have Batman Collectibles dropping by. It says, I've got 2 of the modern suits. Routes, I have a problem. So Batman Collectibles, thank you so much for joining us. I don't believe I've seen you in the live chat. If that is the case, welcome. If not, I apologize. I just don't recall, but thank you so much for joining us here now. Greatly appreciate it. Let's see, Mr. Adam, modern suit.
Yeah, as I said earlier, I think this is the one figure I can see because it's Keaton and you could do your own headcanon on this. However, this is another case, just like what Dave is talking about with the Venom. Is this an example of, it is on waitlist, but of Sideshow kind of putting something out and then not too long later putting something that maybe fans might want more. And, since this was first one on sale for pre-order, they announced not too long ago the 2.0 of Batman Returns. And I think for a lot of fans who want a Keaton head sculpt, that might be the choice, that they're going to go for, because they're going to want the Keaton from when he was younger and, from where we best remember him.
Yeah.
I can see some people getting this and using the Keaton head sculpt for putting him on a suit. Maybe if they have like the Jazz Inc. Vulture, putting him on that, for Spider-Man Homecoming. I think there's a lot of possibilities in terms of the head sculpt. It's a beautiful figure. I saw a few videos on this. This is a 10 out of 10 figure for sure.
Is this the one that had I think someone had that this portion right here was kind of torn. It looked kind of like ugly.
Yes, that's it right there.
That's it, right?
I saw. That's the one thing that bothered me about this one specifically was that neck piece looked a little bit too, I guess, like weathered. I guess. I wish I could find the picture. I was looking for it.
Yeah, I meant to look for one too. I just forgot about it.
But yeah, it was interesting to see because it did look very like jagged, like the edges were man. It looked rough. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Let's see. Any other thoughts, guys, on the modern suit Keaton Batman from the Flash?
I think if Batman Returns wasn't announced, I would have picked this one up. But for me, because I'm kind of with you on that as well, Gio, with like having one representation of each Batman so far, except for Ben Affleck. I have like 7 Ben Afflecks, but that's different. That's different. But yeah, man, I really was excited for this one, and then the Returns one came out, and I was like, okay, I'm happy with the Returns. I'm happy with that one.
Okay.
Is it a bad thing that they teased all the suits in the armory, but didn't put them out? Because I really wanted each and every one of those suits. But and now I'm kind of glad they didn't, because that's a lot of money. But at the same time, I still want them.
Do you think it was the actual armory, or was it like the mini version, like they did the Spider-Man and Arkham suits?
I don't know. It had the same stands as what
Yeah.
these figures have, and it had the nameplates on them. So I mean, it
Maybe.
looked like it was. I mean, either way, they haven't done it. So
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. So
I was
just
really
kind of
hyped for that. I saw that. I was like, yeah, dude, yeah.
But I kept hearing in streams saying, yeah, they're never gonna make this. They're never gonna make this. And so far, we haven't seen anything about it. Those Batman monitors computers, which I bring up like at least once a week, they haven't announced those either. So
They could at least do the '89 suit like that, or at least like I wish they would have. See, this is the problem. Every Batman figure needs to have an empty cowl to just put on the body. Every Batman suit needs to have an empty cowl. So I can have this Batman, and I can have the '89 suit, and I can have the Return suit, all sitting there, and I can put like little, acrylic, pieces around them, and put them up there like they're just the suits hanging there on display in the Batcave next to the Batmobile. I think every Batman fan wants that, and it's crazy to me that they don't think about stuff like that.
Yeah. Lord Danlife says, I really want this Batman. May need to trade some Star Wars off. However, that pleather piece holding the logo bugs me.
It is really, for me, it's a sore eye, but I would never display it with that Keaton sculpt anyways. It'd be cowled for me all the way. It just looks so clean. It just looks so clean. And I do think that this figure is possible with, it seems like the material is going to be very posable. It reminds me of the new 2099, at least from the legs, and even the torso has potential, since the that 2099's Spider-Man was very sculpted, not as sculpted as this one, obviously, from the chest and abdominal area, but has potential.
Yeah. So I'm going to move on to the next one here, since we still have quite a few things to talk about here. So this is another Flash figure. So this is Supergirl. Is it Sasha Calle, the actress name?
That is correct.
$270. She is still available. Pre-order on Sideshow if you're interested in that. The figure file, same thing, except from the same movie, The Flash. Again, the difference is figure announced on June 29th, 2023. I know there was a lot of issues with this head sculpt. Would you guys say that the head sculpt did improve than what we originally saw?
100%.
Absolutely, it did.
Yeah, it did.
She came out in the pre-order, and there's looking like one of the Croods, man. And she looks actually pretty good right now.
Dude, she looks fantastic, man. She does look fantastic.
So I remember people were talking about that it looked like what's his name, Sean from Boy Meets World, the friend.
That's
I remember that's the head sculpt. That's what she looked like. For me, I mean, she looks good here. I just didn't. I couldn't tell if it was actually that huge of an improvement, because the first time I saw it, I didn't think it was as terrible, but it definitely wasn't completely there. But
it was bad, but I ordered it anyway.
Oh, okay. So you one of the few people.
Yeah, because I gotta tell you, like I didn't hate the movie. I didn't think it was great, but she surprised me. Like, I was not into. I wanted the standard, blonde-haired Supergirl that I'm used to, but I really, really liked her a lot in this movie. She did the thing. I think that her part of the story made sense. I like that little bit of lore there that Kal-El didn't make it, but she did, and they found her. Because they've done that story so many times over, but they've done it with Kal-El. But this time they did it with her, and I thought that was a really cool switch up. And that suit, man. Look at that suit. Yeah, that's a good suit, man.
Yeah, they did really good with that, man.
Adam, any thoughts?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it didn't matter, because she dies. Spoiler alert: she dies in it, and in the
movie, bro.
world, she's not there at the end. Which I think they did shoot scenes of her showing up at the end. So, and there's no Superman at the end either, so she died for nothing. I don't know. She was. I mean, she wasn't terrible. I just meh.
So she's
That's
not in
okay,
your
man.
pre-order.
It's a multiverse. There's a universe
Right.
where they both existed together. I'm fine with it.
Dude, this looks great, and I've seen her paired up next to the Inart soups, and she looks great. They
It
look
looks
great.
good.
Yeah, they do.
I need to
both
see
Yeah,
that.
look
dude.
really good, man.
I need to see that. I need to
This
see
is
that for
one
sure.
that if I can get at a, later on sale, definitely get a cop on that one, man, because
Yeah.
it'd be a great, like I said, going back to the attachment to this movie wasn't there for me, but this is one that she just looks great. Fantastic, man.
Yeah. Let's. I see
That
blue
base
tattoo.
is so cool too, for like a regular Superman. I mean, minus the Supergirl logo, but just having a Superman on there would be cool.
Yeah, we have a blue tattoo dropping by. Say, hey everyone, hello there, Mr. Blue Tattoo. Thank you so much for joining us. He was on the show last week, so thank you so much for dropping by. There, Feel the Burn says before she looked like the Neanderthal in the insurance commercials. Wow. That is-
So easy, a super cave woman could do it.
Who was
wow.
that? Who was that insurance company that used to do those? Was it Geico?
That was Geico.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, it was Geico. Yeah. Didn't
Yeah.
they do like a TV series of the cave?
Yes.
They did. It bombed.
I'm sure it would. It's like,
That's terrible.
But they're still doing commercials with that guy, with those guys.
oh, really? I haven't even seen any. I used to see them all the time, like on TV.
I saw
and
one
movie
like the last
theaters.
couple of weeks
Oh, really? Okay.
where they're doing charades or something, and it ultimately goes back to caveman shit, and he gets all offended and stuff.
That's too funny.
Blurred That Life says they did a great 180 improvement with this figure. And Feel the Burn says, I wish someone would make a Helen Slater Supergirl.
Yes, sir.
Love
Yes,
that.
sir.
Love that.
Yeah. Adam says, I'm day one pre-ordering for Helen Slater Supergirl, and that was kind of a terrible film. Actually,
Well, it was not a good film.
You're talking about the Supergirl movie from the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great film.
Yeah, I saw that when I was a little kid, and I remember liking it, but it's been a while.
I've seen that one.
It's
I
been a while.
love her as Supergirl, though. She was so great.
Feel the Burn says, I love the movie, corny and campy. That's my shit. 1 out of 12. Yeah, there you go. So that's.
I hear you, man. I liked it when I was little. I rewatched it not too long ago. And I was like, ooh.
And then Blue Tattoo says the Flash figure bases are awesome. Oh yeah, that's right. They're a bit different than all the other bases that we've seen.
Yeah, they look
And
good.
those are cool, actually. I don't think anyone's mentioned that, but they're pretty nice looking for sure. For all of them,
I'm not sure if they all
Artemis.
light up, but I know some of them do light up, and they look good, man.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know if they all light up, but they all like the same.
Pretty
same
sure they
type of
do.
Base.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lit up.
And they use that same base for an Iron Man figure, too, right? Like,
Recently, Mark II,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh
Yeah.
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 All right, so that was it for Supergirl. I think all you guys got a chance to talk about it, right? So let's move
Yeah.
on to the next one. So, like I said, we have a lot of stuff going on here still. So I think this is the last figure, guys. The last release, I should say. And then we go to the fantasy figure tier list, part 5. So we have Sabine from AHSOKA. So she's finally released here. She is still available for pre-order, $276 on Sideshow, the TV figure file. In this case, again, it's from the TV series AHSOKA, Lucasfilm/Disney. The show premiered on August 23rd, 2023. Rotten Tomato score 86% of the critics give it a positive review, with 70% of the audience gave it a positive review. And then series premiere, actually, I have series premiere there twice, so I gotta delete that. But figure announced for this figure was September 11th, 2023. I sacrificed the AHSOKA line, so obviously I'm not waiting for her, but I do think her head sculpt, actually a lot of the, I'm going to say like 99% of the head sculpts in the AHSOKA line are 100%, are
Yeah.
top notch, are
Spot on.
amazing. So this is the first one that we saw. This is the first one that they teased. And they started off with this, and I think she looks like the prototype, at least for me. I don't know if you guys disagree with that, but
Yeah.
how many of you guys are still getting Sabine? Because I think some of you guys might have pre-ordered her, but maybe not so much anymore. But let's go to Mr. Dave.
I'm gonna have to play the long game on this one, because after they slapped me in the dick with all the Deadpool stuff, Like that took priority over everything. Like I mentioned backstage, I canceled Chopper, and I canceled her with Sideshow because they pushed her back too, so I was able to get my NRD back, and I'll get those two later on. But as far as the Ahsoka line goes, I think like everybody but Hera and Ahsoka themselves are gonna have to be kind of a back burner item for me, because you've got all this other stuff happening and all these other earlier releases. So now I'm sitting here just waiting for something else to drop early that I wasn't expecting, so I can just grab the things that are the most important. So I'm definitely going to get her. I absolutely need to have Sabine and Chopper and Hera and Ahsoka the White. Like there's that Rebels connection, you know. And I don't have a whole lot of Star Wars figures, but that's a big part of the Star Wars that I like is that group. So I'm definitely going to be getting those guys for sure.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and we have our last Canon Council member of the night. Let's go ahead and bring him on here. You guys know him as Mr. Jose Plus.
You meant Revenge of the Sith, right? You said Rise of Skywalker.
Oh my God.
It's actually a she.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Well,
But-
actress is a she, but Kid Pool actually I think is a male.
Yes.
In the
that's correct.
comics, Kid Pool is a boy, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but you can't. I mean, at that age, you know.
All these fact checks everywhere, but that's funny. Jim Carrey dancing around like that.
Always
Mr.
makes
Jose
me laugh.
Plus, thank you so much for joining us again here. I have to update your intro. I forgot to. I'm sorry, your
No worries, no worries.
Your logo.
I was thinking about that. I was like, I did tell you last time. I was like, maybe we'll trim or something. We'll get some new clips in there, spice it up a little bit, because I can't have you guys having a better intro than me. I gotta have the best one. So I saw Carlos' intro, man. That one was really cool too, man. I saw that.
I know. I was like, oh shit! I don't know if I could even go in there and top that, bro. Crazy, bro. Good to see you, Jose, man.
How you guys doing?
Hey,
You guys
Jose.
doing pretty good. I was listening to you guys in the background, but I had to take care of a couple of things, man. But Gio told me, hey, you want to come on tonight? And I said, why not? I was actually thinking, I was like, why didn't Gio invite me this week? He does he not like me anymore? I was like, and then he invited me, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. So he does like me. All right. It's just Adam that doesn't like me.
I mean,
Just kidding.
your love for the Flash, I don't know, but that's,
I love the Flash too. So.
Protect Adam at all costs.
But Jose, thank you so much
Yes.
for again joining us here. What are your thoughts on Sabine?
Thanks for having me here. No, I mean, I think she looks really cool, man. I have basically everything from the Ahsoka line except for, what is that one guy with the smoke guy? Was his name? Merrick or whatever. Marok or Merrick. Yeah, I don't have that dude on order. And then I don't have any of the clones. I mean, not the clones. The dead zombie stormtroopers and Captain Anik and or whatever.
yeah.
Those guys. I don't have any of those guys, but I basically have everything else. I have Sabine, Hera, Chopper. Oh no, I didn't order Ahsoka the White, even though she looks amazing. Because I have the Mandalorian Ahsoka, and I'm like, I'm trying to like, I'm like, do I get her or not? And like, I'm trying.
The
to
answer is
maybe
yes,
wait. Well, I'm trying to wait to see if maybe, how she comes with the two sculpts, like one the angry and the neutral, and I'm like, I wonder if you could do that whole like swap, right, and put it on the other one. I don't know. I'm interested to see if that might work. But anyways, about Sabine, man, I think she looks really cool. I was actually talking to Tina already about getting her rooted, I'm like, if I could get her rooted, I think it would take her to the next level. Because sometimes I feel like the plastic hair on them, sometimes it makes it a little bit toyetic, and then it doesn't bring up the likeness as strong, right? So I feel like, I mean, it looks good just as is. A couple friends of mine were telling me that they didn't think it looked like her, but I think it looks a lot like her. So I don't know.
I think she does look like her. Yeah.
So I don't know. I was talking to Tina, and I was telling her, I was like, I'd love to get this rooted. So we're talking about it, see what happens. But yeah, I'm excited about Sabine, the loft cats. Yes, absolutely, blue tattoo. Yeah, man, I'm excited about this, man. A Mandalorian with the lightsaber. What else can you want, man?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But like I said, I had to sacrifice the Ahsoka line.
Oh yeah, no, I know. It's tough. It's
so
tough.
much.
Like
a lot of figures too, right?
Like
how many figures is it from that line? 12, 10?
It's like 14,
Shitload.
15, something like that.
Bro.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a collection right there for some people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a collection.
Yeah.
That's insane.
But dude, you get her with the dark saber, bro.
That's right.
Yeah, dude.
Right.
Yeah, I do have the dark saber, but I have it on Maul right now. Maul's carrying the dark the dark saber.
Get her and friggin' Bo-Katan together.
The hierarchy changes in Jose's display, right?
Oh yeah. That'd be cool, actually. I can switch it around. Have Sabine have it for a bit, then Maul, then Bo-Katan. Yeah, that's true.
We have a blue tattoo saying Sabine is coming home, bring on the loth cats. So, and then I sadly canceled the how do you pronounce that guy's name? Merrick. I still want to get him at some point. Yeah, so let's see who hasn't talked about Sabine.
Yeah,
Adam. Oh, there you go.
I think she looks fantastic. I have I'm not all in on this line. I already have Balin and Thrawn. I'm getting Shin Hati, however you pronounce it, Shin Hati.
It's pronounced Shin Hati.
Shin Hati.
Yeah. A couple of hotties. She's on pre-order. I did not pre-order this figure or Hera or Chopper. I just wanted to see. Chopper's already out, I know. Wanted to see how they looked when they came out. But after seeing these photos, and I watched today, I think it was Toys Assemble, a Hong Kong streamer. He had a video, an unboxing, and I think it looked really good. So this is on the pickup for me. I'm one of the folks. I know not everyone loved Ahsoka. I enjoyed the show.
Me too.
That's a great show.
I like the show.
Yeah.
I don't really have any issues with it.
I have no pre-orders from this line, man. I need to watch the animated series a little bit better because I think a lot of people spoke about Rebels would have made a bigger impact, like
100%.
knowing that
it would, and I love Rebels
to come into the Ahsoka show.
Yeah.
So I'm still watching the Clone Wars. So
I think that's why we feel strongly about the show. Thus, Dave, I know you watch Rebels too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And then Adam, me too.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like we all feel strongly about Rebels. So I think it's because for the love we have for the characters already established, it helped us enjoy the show more.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
I wish
I didn't
had
watch
a Morai
Rebels.
with her.
What was that?
I wish Ahsoka had a Morai with her. That'd be nice.
Oh, okay.
The owl.
The owl.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I like the show. I didn't really have any issues with it. I didn't really watch Rebels. I think maybe I saw an episode, but I could be mistaken with a Clone Wars episode. But yeah, I didn't really watch it though. But I still like Ahsoka. Like I didn't really feel too lost, is what I'm trying to say. Without having watched Rebels. So I thought
I think it's because there's like a significant like time jump, like so it's like we know like in Rebels we had no idea that Sabine was force sensitive, right? And so it's like well, I mean she was training with Kanan, right? But those who saw the show you guys know what I'm talking about. But we didn't really know that she was like force sensitive, and so the fact that she was Well, I mean, she wasn't really force sensitive at the beginning of the show, right? That's what she's struggling with, right? At the beginning of the Ahsoka, man, I can't even remember. Yeah, because she couldn't even move that cup, right? And I think that was her issue at the beginning of the show. So it was like she was Ahsoka's Padawan.
Yeah, because there's levels. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Blue Tattoo says, I really like the Ahsoka show, and then he says we need a freaking Hu Yang.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They haven't made a Hu Yang.
The ship
droid.
Of all the figures,
I thought they would make him. Actually, I'm not surprised why they didn't. It's
crazy.
I think he would have been like the third or fourth one that they announced.
Right? Yeah.
Hu Yang and Ezra.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, yeah.
Ezra, yeah.
They're probably saving Ezra for the second. They're probably saving them both for the second season.
For second season, yeah.
Probably.
I wonder if some people were frustrated with the show because they were expecting it just really to be centered on Ahsoka, and to an extent it was, but it was also an ensemble. It was basically Rebels in live action. Rebels Part 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, so they're not Rebels anymore because the Rebels won, so you couldn't call it Rebels. But that's what it was.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I mean, Ahsoka still has an arc.
Again.
She has an arc throughout the series.
Oh yeah,
right?
She
so
does.
it's like
absolutely.
It's her story. So it's like I don't really understand the criticism, but again, it didn't work for some people, and then some people really argue that why do I have to watch the cartoon to get the show? You know what I mean? It's just like it didn't work for me because I didn't watch the cartoon, so I don't like the show. It's like, why do I have to watch the cartoon? What do I have to have
not be a
homework?
fan. No one's gonna hate you for not being a fan.
Blue Tattoo says Sabine's sudden force abilities were a little bothersome. Sabine was also kind of annoying in Ahsoka.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think Sabine rubbed a lot of people the wrong way in terms of her attitude and how she was acting towards Ahsoka and kind of very selfish. But it's just like, well, people have those traits. What are people always perfect? That's what I argued with people for this show, is that it's like she was acting selfishly. He's like, oh, she's doing all these dumb moves, and why is she doing this, and why does she only care about herself and rescuing Ezra? And I'm like, dude, she's a selfish person. She's thinking about her.
Well, see, I don't think that was a problem so much as how little there was a lack of urgency that she had near the end there. Like, okay, we get to the planet, we find Ezra, let's just dawdle along, and we'll get to the base when we get there, because there's nothing pressing happening right now. That is what pissed me off. Like, they did her character dirty in that moment. Everything else was fine. Her relationship with Ahsoka made perfect sense. Everything else was just right. But when we got to the point of where she finally gets to her goal of finding Ezra, it's just like, cool, whatever, And then we're not trying to get back home now. We're just dicking around with the little crab people, it's cool, whatever. We've only got a couple days probably, but we get there when we get there. Like that was dumb. That was they kind of screwed up right there.
That's a narrative. That's a narrative thing, though. It's not necessarily a character thing for her. Right?
No, not at all. Well, they made it a character thing though, because they baked it into her.
Because in the narrative though.
Yeah, and that's bullshit because they did her dirty with that.
Yeah. And then Blue Tattoo brings up the good point there, like why wouldn't she tell Ezra what was going on when she saw him? Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, so little things like that too, where it's like
that's right.
the way she acted, and like she withheld information, and she acted very selfishly, and there's lots of ways you can view the character, and she wasn't really that way in Rebels. But again, there's been a time jump. She's lost her family. That's established at the beginning of the show, right? That what happened to them, and I mean that happened in Rebels, right? What happened in Rebels, right?
That's what I was gonna ask. That's what I was gonna ask, because like I said, I haven't seen it, so I was like, was she the same in Rebels, or was she different? That was a question that I had. But
no, she was pretty different in Rebels. But again, like Jose said, a lot of time has passed. A lot of stuff has happened. Like we've had time. Like the characters have had time, but at the beginning of the show, to reflect on everything. And there's been so much peace. And
how long would you say it was? How long was the jump?
Well,
what was it?
Rebels before,
before New Hope.
Before New Hope, and then
so it's like
New
6
Hope.
years. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
6 more years.
Well, because Ezra is as old as Luke, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So when we meet Ezra, he's like a young teenager.
Interesting.
And by the end of it, by the end of it,
probably closer to 9 years.
Almost a decade.
You think 9 years?
Yeah.
Oh, you might be right. Yeah,
you're right because it's after the Mandalorian. The Mandalorian is 5 years after Return of the Jedi.
Right.
So it's after Mandalorian, and it's been 3 seasons of Mandalorian, right? So yeah,
I want to say that
Adam.
Rebels ended. Didn't Rebels end like right before the Battle of Yavin?
Yes.
Yes, and between the Battle of Yavin and the end of Return of the Jedi, I think in Star Wars time is around 3 years.
But also, this is right after the Mandalorian, and it's been like 5 years at that point, right?
Let's confirm that. I'll confirm right now.
Because Mando starts 5 years after the fall of the Empire.
Right. So I know that. I know that part. But
and then like later after that, he meets Ahsoka, and then later after that, Ahsoka goes on this adventure here in her own show.
Yeah.
So it's only been like a handful of years.
And Ahsoka is probably concurrently with around the same time as season 3 of Mando.
Probably, yeah. Well, yeah, because he shows up there during season 3, yeah. And she's there with Luke, and then she ends up going off to do the thing. It would have to be sometime shortly after that.
All right. So while I think Jose might be looking that up, but let me just do this real quick, guys. I think a lot of you guys already talked about Sabine, right? So let me just do this little clip that I do.
4 years.
Here.
4 years between
years.
New Hope and Return of the Jedi is 4 years, and then it's 5 years after Return of the Jedi, so that's 9 years, and then we have 2 seasons of Mandalorian. No, 3 seasons. Wait, was Ahsoka before or after Mandalorian season 3?
Ahsoka would have to be after season 3, or at the very least, happening sometime during the latter half of
the same. Yeah, so then let's say about we add like another year or 2 on that. So yeah, it's about a decade.
Okay, so around 10 years. All right.
Crazy.
And Harrison looked like he was around 10 years old. So that makes sense. 10 or 11 years old.
Oh, okay.
The actor.
All right. All right. So let me just play this little clip, guys. Let me just do that right now here.
Action! Oh. You're there. If you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Like and subscribe to the Movie Canon.
What up, baby? It's Reverzio, and you're watching the Movie Canon. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey friends, it's 1Adam12 here. Don't forget to subscribe to my friend, the Movie Canon, for all your movie, entertainment, horror, and 1/6 action figure talk. Thank you.
Guys, if you aren't already subscribed to the Movie Canon, make sure that you do so, because you are totally missing out. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, and hit the notification bell so you know the next time.
What's going on, everybody? Flavio here from the House of Collectibles, and you guys are watching the Movie Canon. Don't forget to grab your popcorn. Don't forget to grab your drinks. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.
I always think it's funny how Brick is trying to be all sexy there, and he's like, "Oh, hey,
yeah," at the beginning. So funny.
He's trying to lure in, the subscribers, the
That's
viewers.
how he does it.
The Rizzler, the Brickzler.
That was his way of doing it. But there you go.
Rizzler.
But thank you guys. It was Zio on the panel tonight, so thank you so much for helping me with that, and Adam as well.
Man, of course.
And Brick, Dan, and Mr. Flavio. Thank you so much for spending the time there. To help me with that, because I would forget to ask, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and things like that. So
don't forget your drink, man. Don't forget your popcorn.
And that too, right? Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna go into the tier list, the part 5, but I'm gonna show this real quick. This is like the first stage. This is something I'm planning to do in 2025, but we'll see how it goes. But so I am planning on launching like a little membership here on the channel. And right now I'm kind of calling it, for now, Enter the Canon Matrix. And I'm trying to see if I can do some kind of a thing where you could either join the resistance, get unplugged, free your mind, or you could be somehow like turn into an agent, become everyone and no one. As far as those details about the membership, I still have to work that out. But as soon as I launch it, I'll let you guys know. If you guys want to join, that'd be cool.
Cool.
That's dope.
So I'll put more details into the actual theme of it. I figured it would be a Matrix thing, because there's a lot of Star Wars themes out there already. movie themes out there. So let me just do a Matrix one and see how that goes. But yeah, so that's what I'm planning to do in 2025. But let's go ahead and start with.
That makes you the architect, right?
Oh, right. Well, that's another idea there.
You guys speaking like vis-a-vis, vis-a-vis and thus.
Oh, Adam using big terms here.
Big words. Yeah. Put my education to use.
All right. Well, thanks for the idea, Adam. So there you go. I was thinking that, or maybe the one, but yours is better. So there you go. But yeah,
we're all living in a stimulation, Gio.
Right.
You didn't know that? That's what we're living in right now. It's a stimulation.
And then I'm gonna add some kind of thing throughout the show.
Stimulation.
Panel. I'm gonna add some kind of a thing that is kind of kind of like deja vu. That I'm just gonna like drop in there in the show. We'll get into that later.
That's cool.
So that's it there, guys. Thank you so much for listening. But so we're gonna go and start with the tier list. So this is the last one, guys. This is the last one. So we have the Fantasy Figure tier list, part 5. I'll just mention this in case you're just watching this for the first time. In Figures Talk, I asked the Canon Council, the panel, what is a figure that you would like to be manufactured for either Hot Toys, Inart, Jazzing to manufacture? It could be one that has never been manufactured, or it could be a 2.0 or even a 3.0, right? So that's what we got here. I got many picks, and I've been ranking them or been showing them here on the tier list, and we're talking about them, and you guys are ranking them, adding them to a tier list. And this is the 5th one. I think there was like between 135 and 143-ish. A few of them were doubles. I think it was fewer than 10 actually became realized. So it's like the majority of them did not. But maybe next year or the following year. But we're going to do these here. So let's go ahead and get started here.
Why does it feel like it's like half of Dave's picks here? There's like Wolverine, Colossus. It's like Gwenpool.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the deal? Where's the deal with Gio? Where's my picks, man? What's going on here?
Well, some of us have been here,
man.
Favoritism.
Some of us have been here.
Favoritism, right?
He didn't watch it on the stream. And
I know.
Like, damn.
Yeah,
I know.
That's true.
Tell me about it.
But Blue Tattoo says like, subscribe, comment, share. Thanks so much, Mr. Blue Tattoo. Really appreciate that.
I think what I can pride on myself on is some of I think most of my picks have been pretty high tiers. The ones that I've had that have been in the tier list from what I remember.
Yes, you did good.
Was Electra? I don't know.
Electra went up there. Remember the whole thing with Electra?
Yeah, that was the whole thing. That was the whole thing about it.
Jose wants a sticker so he can show mom and dad.
There you go.
Bringing the only child energy tonight.
I was trying to make myself feel good, because these were all Dave's picks.
Gotta get that stimulation,
So we have Feel the Burn saying comic Green Goblin and Colossus. I just have movie Colossus from Deadpool 2. And if Calverine comes through, gotta have my man, he says. So I guess you guys are gonna be able to vote. So it's not just the panel, it's not just the Canon Council. The chat will be able to influence the lists, the ranking, the tiers. So let me get there right now here, guys. So I do have to say this, and I've said this every time we're doing this. Let's all be civil and kind to each other. We don't agree with everything. So let's just be, like I said, civil. So, if you don't like something, you don't like it. You don't have to, go off on anything. So, these are just characters. Maybe they'll happen. Maybe they won't.
Take it easy on the Flash, Adam.
So if you don't want it, don't buy it.
Give me that Ezra Miller. Bring it. Cast him and everything.
So when I introduce a character, when I reveal a character, I'm just gonna drop it in the middle, and then I'll go to the panel. I'm only gonna vote if we need some kind of a tiebreaker or something. That's the only time that I will vote. But I'll tally all the grades. I will cut off the characters after 2 entries. So we have a character, a second character, and then I'll cut off any the first one that was above it, because I'm not going to be going back and forth like last time, because last time was a bit chaotic. So I'm not gonna go back to. Let's go back to the first one, and we're like at the 25th one, you know. So there'll be a cutoff from each of the characters, so it'll be easy for me because I was just like running all over the place. But let's start here, and then I'll review who the collector is once we get all the grades, right? So just remember, it was probably a fellow collector who chose the character. It was probably a good friend of yours. Just saying. All right, so here we go. Let's start with the first one. I'm gonna drop her in the middle. We have Laurie Strode from Halloween 1978. Let's start with Jose.
Oh, I mean, one of the original Scream Queens right here, man. I mean, I don't know how you can do better. If someone were to do this, you know, like an Inart or these top of the lines premium companies that are coming out, could do, you know, seamless forearms, wrist and arms, and you know, great tailoring and a great sculpt, rooted hair. I think this could be amazing. So, I mean, just as an iconic character that has defined the horror genre, you know, everything else has followed suit. So I think this is S tier.
Okay, so we got an S tier from Jose. We got an S from the live chat from Feel the Burn. Mr. Adam.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with Jose. This is an S tier. You know, I don't know if she's the original. She's either the original Scream Queen or one of the original Scream Queens, and whether it's, you know, was it Caustic? I can't say her name.
Caustic Plastic, yeah.
Yeah, I can easily see if or Inart, like you said. This absolutely makes 100% sense for an S tier. 100%.
All right. And then Feel the Burn says, and a Nancy Thompson from A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah,
no one has chosen her yet. I mean, I chose CZ Cooper from Scream 2, Sarah Michelle Gellar, and I got completely rejected for that one.
Hey, I was helping you out on that one.
You were. You actually
were.
were.
On that.
So thanks for that, Jose. Although it still ended up at an F, I think. But Mr. Dave.
You know, there's a lot of love for the genre, and in particular, there's a lot of love for this character. It's not a thing for me, not something that I particularly care about, but I can respect the respect that she has. I think that she kind of has to be an S tier for as much as people revere this character. I mean, like, this is not even. She's a main character, but she's not the main character, right? But like every time you see one of these movies come up, everyone's always talking about her. So, yeah, that's got to mean something, right?
I mean, I would say she is the main character. I mean, Michael's the one doing the chasing, but she's the main character.
I would say she's the main character. Yeah.
Okay, I guess.
At least for the first two, and then the
yeah, but like across the pantheon of these movies, like every it seems like every other year one of these movies is coming out. At least to me, like I don't really keep up with it, but every time one comes up, even because she's not in all of them, right?
No, she's not.
No, she was.
But every time I hear about this movie or some iteration of it, I hear about her, whether she's there or not. So,
well, yeah. So it's like it kind of goes together with the franchise. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so she's got to be a big deal. So yeah, I'll put her at an S. It's not for me, but I think she should be there.
Okay. Mr. Zio?
I am in the same boat as Dave here, where I don't have any like personal connection to this character, but I do respect the fact that I think the Halloween series is huge in terms of like collections and stuff. Obviously, it's a specific group of collectors that stick to the horror genre, which I don't know a lot of people who do actually collect those, but obviously it's a lot of respect for this actress in general. She's just, over the years, I think a lot of people would really want that like very great representation of her in the collection. I mean, not just alone from this movie, but just in general. you got to respect Hollywood in many ways, and you know, obviously these are people that have been doing it for a very long time, and I think I'd be more than happy for people to have that. And you know, she does carry a lot of reputation along the way, so I'm not going to argue anything against that because I don't know, you know, I wouldn't get this figure. I'm not, you know, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, there, Mr. Zio.
Did he give a rating?
Yeah, he said S.
I would keep it at an S.
Yeah, you said S, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
because I wrote it down here. Let's see. Feel the Burn says, my first figure that got me into 1/6 is a Kit Bash of Ed Michael. I still have to this day, he says.
Ooh.
All right, so Laurie Strode, Jamie Lee Curtis, not the Rob Zombie one. S. S tier. Yeah, that's a completely different situation there. All right, so it'll be open for a little bit, but then I'm gonna close it. All right, next one is.
Wait, you're not gonna reveal the collector?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I completely forgot about that.
Was it Jose?
It was Jose.
Oh my god. B rank.
Yeah. I might forget. I might forget to tell you who the collector is. So yeah, definitely let me know. So thanks,
Jose. No love tonight, bro. No love.
I know, man.
Got an S tier there. So there you go. Blurred That Live says it's not a character for me, but I would give her an A. The character is linked to the canon of Halloween, so I'll include that A in there, but she'll stay at the S tier. Good choice, Jose says.
Good choice, Jose. Good choice.
All right, the next one is, I believe her name is Kamala, Miss Marvel. Dropping her in the middle. Let's start with Adam.
You know, here again, I'm probably in the minority of fans. I wasn't familiar with her show or her character as much. She's a newer character in Marvel Comics, so came along after I stopped reading comics.
Okay.
So I wasn't as familiar with her, but I found her Disney Plus show, and actually my whole family, we found the show delightful. Really enjoyed the show. She is the one. I thought The Marvels was not a great film. It was the weakest Marvel film they've done, and that I worse than Dark World, which before that point I thought that was the worst MCU film, and but she was a saving grace, I thought, of Kamala Khan, and the actress who played her was a saving grace of the Marvels. I'd like to see more of her character. I think A.
Okay, just got an A from Adam.
But you know, here's where you know what? I'm going to switch it to an S, and here's why. Because my daughter really likes the character, and I could see getting the character because my daughter would love to do that unboxing.
Okay,
so
all right.
I'm going to do an S for my daughter.
All right, got that. So you change it to an S. That's Miss Marvel. Feel the Burn says B. I'm so surprised Hot Toy didn't make her after her show like everybody else. And Blurred That Life says strong B. I enjoy the show a lot, and she's the glue to the Marvels. Let's see. Jose.
So kind of the opposite. I didn't really care for the show. I think I watched 2 episodes or so. Or 3. I think started going into some weird stuff with the whole bracelet thing, and it was weird and boring. So it didn't work for me. But I did think she was cool in the Marvels. I think she was funny and charming and all that. So, but because I know who picked this, I'm gonna give it a straight F.
Damn.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm gonna go. I think it'd be a strong choice to make this. I don't think they will, but I'd put her at B.
All right, so we got a B from Jose. Blue Tattoo says Ms. Marvel show was actually pretty good. He says. Mr. Zio.
Man, dude, I did not see the show. I saw the movie, and I don't remember one bit from this like character and stuff. Like I don't remember nothing from this. Like I hit in the head after I watched it. I don't know, man. I put it at C just because it didn't really leave any like memory of the character. It didn't stand out for me, obviously. But for me, it'd be a C just because I feel like A or B would be safe for something a little bit.
Okay.
I think you're gonna get more familiar with her if they do the whole Young Avengers. I don't know if you remember at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
She's recruiting Kate Bishop.
Yeah,
she's the Nick Fury of.
And the other thing too, why I put it at C is like I feel like nobody wants the damn Captain Marvel figures in general. You know what I mean? Like you probably get those for free, and people will probably send them back. So
I got mine for free, and I gifted it to my sister.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and I like a lot of people don't even want those, so that's why I put it at a C.
Okay. Well, my sister likes what's her name? Brie Larson.
Brie Larson.
So I just gave it to her. But
I thought her suit was pretty cool in the Marvels, like kind of like the maroon and the dark navy with the big old. It was like a bit more comic-y. I would have bought that one even if I didn't really love the movie because I thought that she looked really cool. But obviously they're not gonna make them if they make two versions and they don't sell. So
Fear the Burn says eventually they'll make her. I'm not sure what movie or show. Let's go to X-Man.
Look, I get it. Captain Marvel is the Nickelback of MCU characters. Let's just hate on her because it's cool. We're not going to go into that. But here's the thing. I think it's a disservice.
I like Nickelback.
I like Nickelback too. I don't know what they did.
I like Nickelback.
I don't know what Nickelback did to piss everybody off, but
how you remind me.
Here's the thing. Like, I think it's a disservice to Kamala to lump her into the Miss Marvel hate. This is a very interesting character for a lot of reasons. When she was coming up in the comics, they made her one of the Inhumans because, they weren't doing mutants at the time because we're all having pissing contests back and forth about bullshit. She was initially supposed to be a mutant, and then they later retconned that now she is a mutant, like she was supposed to be from the beginning, which is great. And they did that in the show, which was really cool. The show, for me, being someone who was not familiar with the character's culture, that was a bit of a barrier to entry for me. Because I just didn't know anything about that. I didn't get it. But I watched it, and I got into it, and I really enjoyed the show. Her character was great. She was a fun character, but she was just so... If a character can be more involved in the universe, I don't know who it is, right? Like the character herself is just, she's into it, right? She's about that life. But also Iman Vellani is hardcore one of us. She's over there trying to tell Kevin Feige what's what about his universe designation, and yes, he is wrong about calling the 616. The true believers know, but I think from her show, it was a terrible choice to have not made a figure of her. Like, I get it, she's a high school kid in the show. I mean, Iman Vellani is like, she was like 19 or 20 when they filmed that, I think. But it is what it is. But that was a fantastic suit. And I think it sucked that they got rid of that suit in the Marvels and gave her a worse suit.
Oh.
An arguably worse suit. But I want this figure from this show. I just need another mutant. I need another mutant. She was a great character. Iman Vellani is great. I think it would just be a fantastic addition to my collection. So I gotta put her at an S. She's just a fantastic character. She's not the same as she is in the comics. They kind of changed her around a little bit for whatever reason they decided to do that. I don't know. But either way, she's a great character. I think she's fantastic, and I definitely will put her at an S.
All right, so we got an S from Mr. Dave, and then we got a B from Blue Tattoo. He says the Marvels was a C film, but Miss Marvel is a B character. Good, not great. So I'm guessing I'm taking the B as the character there, Mr. Blue Tattoo. But so let's see here. So this is gonna put Miss Marvel, because we have 2 S's, 3 B's, and a C. So I'll put it as a B plus for
good.
Miss Marvel. So I'll put her there. So let me move her. Oh, she's already there. So let me just put a little plus for me here. And the collector who selected Miss Marvel was Mr. X-Man Supreme.
Yo.
So there you go. All right. The next one is we have. Let's see. Dropping them in the middle. This is a 2-pack. Jack and Rose Dawson from Titanic.
Ooh.
So let's start with Dave this time.
Wasn't Titanic like the highest grossing movie for a while?
For a while,
Yeah.
yes.
Before Avatar hit, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know, that's pretty cool. It's a cool movie. I like it a lot. I think it's bullshit that Jack died at the end.
Me too.
Spoilers.
Me too. Me too.
You know, because you know, there just wasn't enough room on that giant door for him.
To this day, bro.
That just pisses me off forever.
Did you ever see that interview with Leonardo where they asked him? It was like he was doing press for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and they asked him straight up about like, hey, like, how do you feel? Like, do you think Jack would have fit on the door? And he's like, I'm not gonna answer that question. So he got all like,
yeah, he was mad. He was
He's
mad.
still traumatized.
That's funny.
Yeah.
He fit.
And you notice he doesn't date chicks any older than Rose.
25. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's where it all started. There you go.
That's where it all started, man.
But I mean, she let her die. So I mean, she let him die. So I mean, it's like
Yeah, fuck that bitch. But
Oh, the end credit scene, it was good. You know, end credit scene was good.
Imagine how bad the husband of Rose, the one she eventually married, how bad he feels that she dies, and the last thing she's thinking about is some homeless guy that she banged once. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like 60 years ago. That's some good D right there, man. Oh man.
I mean, it got a little foggy in that little cart. You know what I mean? It got a little foggy.
Condensation was crazy.
The brand new, what is the brand new 1911 Ford, whatever the fuck?
Yeah.
It got some miles on that. You know what I mean?
Oh man, it had 1 horsepower, y'all. They were cooking.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, man, like all that being said, for absolutely no, pertinent reason, I wouldn't buy it. I don't know, I mean, there's a lot of folks out there that like the more basic, type of characters because they love the movie, specifically that movie that much, and that's cool. That's how we do it. For me, I don't know if it's a big deal for as many folks, but they're pretty solid characters. I say they're worth a B.
Okay, so we got a B. We have Blue Tattoo saying Rose is the villain of the film. And then Field the Burn says C. Give me Billy Zane with optional removal hair. So because he's like bald now, right? So we got a C from Field the Burn. Okay, Jose.
I gotta go with a B on this one. I think that if they were made well and at the right price, I'd buy it. But I don't know. First, for a lot of money, like, I wouldn't pay $1,000. Even if they were rooted and they were exceptionally made, probably I wouldn't pay a big top dollar for these. But if they were like really well made Mars Toys figures, maybe why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think B's pretty good for this one.
See, those are the sentimental points on that right there.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Blurred That Life says, as for Jack and Rose, this was my first date with my wife.
Yeah.
As to include the ship bow, is it bow or bow? As a base, sentimental points to this one. All right, so
I mean, yeah, that'd be cool. I'll give them a door. Imagine Inart made this and they gave you that. They gave you the door.
They give you the
people.
They give you
and
the
hair
painting
is
of
all
Rose.
like wet and stringy.
They're gonna give you Rose's painting, bro. They're gonna give you Rose.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wow, imagine.
They need a head
the
scope.
painting floating in the water next to the door.
No, but they'll need a head scope of Leo with his face is all blue. So
Yeah.
oh
my god.
A swap out item. A swap out head. With frozen hands and a frozen head.
Exactly. Right?
The whistle. You'll get the whistle.
Oh, the whistle, yeah.
Oh,
Nah,
yeah.
we see we're for advertisement here. NR, are you listening? Right here.
I would buy it if it came with the door, I think.
No, but
see, suddenly you've changed your opinion on it.
Terrible. It's terrible.
Yes, so they'll include an accessory lifeboat, and then when you get the package, it won't have the lifeboat. Because they ran out. They didn't have any.
Oh man.
They gotta give Billy Zane that little girl that he carries so he can get on the ship.
Yeah.
I have a child. I have a child.
That's a tax meme now, right? Tax meme.
And the band. They gotta make the band.
Oh my god.
Oh, the band.
The real heroes in this
Oh,
movie.
yeah. Once Chaz Inc. is gonna come out with the Titanic ship.
The size of your friggin' house.
Mr. Zio.
Dude, okay, this is conflicting because I really enjoyed the movie. I wouldn't buy the figures necessarily, but to say that it's at the same level as Captain Miss Marvel here for me it's kind of like conflicting for me because I would grab those figures over the Miss Marvel. So I'm gonna put it, I don't know, man. I would say an A just because there a lot of people know them, you know. That's the only reason I'm putting it at A instead of a B.
Okay.
Just because I would cop those over the Miss Marvel.
Right,
And
but
then
like
you
if
have-
with the right accessories and the right price,
Yeah.
I mean, why
Dude,
not?
even if you had like the staircase kind of like
Ooh.
backdrop, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Something like
yeah.
that would be really
Mhm.
cool, man. That would be really cool.
That would
Yeah.
be cool. Nice light.
Gio's into it now too. He's like, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
I'm totally seeing the whole Inart diorama like the way the Harry Potter.
Yeah.
It's
With Harry Potter.
a very iconic film, man.
We're gonna all bump them up to an S at the end of this conversation.
Screw it. I'm changing mine to an A.
There we go. A. There we go. A.
No, I'm keeping that at B.
All right, and then Adam.
For all its flaws, and there are many, it's one of the most enjoyable films I've seen. And I think Blurred Dad Life, he's got it right there. I think in Carlos and you guys are talking about some of the different accessories and diorama bases it could come with, but absolutely, you have something in the bow of the ship, where they're, Jack, this is where we first met. Where I'm the king of the world, scene.
Oh yeah.
You have them together like that. I think that's a home run. Or the staircase, if you have her in a gown and
you can have Jack with his notebook, with his drawings.
He doesn't even have to be in a tux. It'd be the final death scene, where their spirits meet each other in Titanic. So there's so many possibilities that one can do. I think this is such an iconic movie. If we have Jack Sparrow, and no shade on that movie, I think we could have Titanic figures. So this is an S for me.
Okay.
Okay. So an S from Mr. Adam, and then we have Blurred Dad Life saying the door. James Cameron did an actual documentary study for National Geographic about the Jack
Crazy.
And the door. Yeah, I think I remember. I haven't seen it yet, but I've been meaning to watch that.
And Mythbusters busted it.
Yeah, they said they both could have fit.
Yeah. Blue Tattoo says A for Rose, B for Jack with the art book.
I don't think you're correct, sir.
We have.
I think Jack might be. If I would swap that, I think Jack would be the better figure than Rose.
Than Rose. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
The one other point I wanted to make here is, I think something like this is, we have some. There are certainly some female collectors in 1/6 scale, but I think there's it's predominantly male. It seems to be predominantly male dominated. I think this might be something that would expand some interest, among collectors. If this is, let's say, Hot Toys or not offered a Titanic, it certainly would get a lot of attention, I believe.
Yeah, for sure. Blue Tattoo saying S for Kathy Bates. I think that's what
I agree with that.
Feel the Burn suggested earlier.
I like Misery Kathy Bates.
Oh wow, yeah.
Kathy Bates in general.
There you go.
Just S.
How about Kathy Bates from that one movie with Jack Nicholson? What's the name of that movie? If you haven't seen it, never mind. It was supposed to be a joke, but if you haven't seen it, never mind. So
Kathy Bates from Fried Green Tomatoes. Shit.
No, I was thinking of that. I was thinking of another movie. Jack Nicholson was like a retired, like a depressed old man and stuff like that. But
As Good as It Gets.
no. It was another movie. It came out in 2002. I can't remember.
But say I don't remember her being in that.
About Schmidt, I think, right?
There you go. I think that's
About Schmidt.
That's the one.
I think
that's the one. I think that's the one. But Blue Tattoo says no. I'd buy Kate Winslet over Leo. Blue says. So
if we can put her on the sofa and she's naked, okay.
All right.
Okay.
And,
she's got to be like the French girls. That's the only stipulation there.
All right.
comes with the sofa where you can put her on.
If it comes with the sofa and the safe where you can store the jewelry, then you're
The actual necklace. Yeah, there you go.
S.
Yeah, you gotta have the necklace.
Right. Right. Feel the Burn says the only figure of Leo I would want is the Romeo and Juliet's version.
Claire Danes. Hey, yeah.
All right, so we got the grades there. So let's see with the collective grade.
We gotta hurry up, man. We got too many of these.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Who would have thought this one would spark such debate?
Right.
Titanic is iconic, you know, but it's like it doesn't fit a lot of collectors like displays.
Yeah. So she's gonna this 2-pack is gonna be like an A-. It'll be around there.
Okay.
So let me move her over
Happy with
here. It's like an A- there, and the collector who selected Jack and Rose was Mr. 1 out of 12.
Hey,
yeah, I like these kind of offbeat one-offs. You know, that little quirky.
Did you know, Adam? Did you know Ezra Miller comes out as a kid in the movie?
hey! She's his kid.
All right,
Ezra Miller makes an appearance.
All right, so moving on here. So Laurie Strode pulls are closed now. The next one is going to be, let's do Jean Grey, Jim Lee version. Drop her in the middle. Drop her in the middle there. Let's start with Jose.
As a character, S tier. As a figure, oh man, I wouldn't buy it, but I wouldn't buy it, but it's probably S tier too. So,
all right, got an S from Jose. Dave.
S.
All right.
S.
Adam.
Is this just Jean Grey or Jean Grey Phoenix? What?
I think it's just Jean Grey.
Just Jean Grey. Just good old Jim Lee Jean Grey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, got an S. Zio.
S without a doubt, man.
Okay.
Like, give me the rest of the line too, bro. Don't just give me
real shit. Yeah.
Give me everything else too.
All of them.
Yeah.
So we got all the S's here. So let's see. Feel the Burn says S.
Yeah, Jean's in that outfit, bro. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
That outfit is just
insane. He wants to complete his comic X-Men line
with the weird Gambit head thing. I don't understand that thing. So many characters have that. I don't know what it does.
Right. So we got all S's here. So all S's. So we're gonna go ahead and move her to S. But
I always felt, Dave, I always felt like it was where they had like their comms, like they could hear stuff. You know what I mean? Like they put that into
that could be a thing. All right. I mean, well, no, because usually they have it on their X logos though. Like Storm has it on hers. And Cyclops has it on his, even though he has the thing. I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, so we got 2 additional S's from Blurred That Light.
It looks cool.
So that means she's gonna move ahead of Laurie Strode. All right, so that's it for the grades for now. So the collector who chose Jean Grey, Jim Lee version is Mr. X-Man Supreme.
Oh my god.
I almost went lower because I was like, it's gonna beat Laurie, but I was like, that's fine, whatever. I'll give it to you, Dave. I'll give it to you.
Dropping in the middle, John Connor from T2 Judgment Day. Let's start with Jose.
S tier. I don't think that you need it, and you don't need an explanation for this one. Just S tier.
Okay. Mr. Adam.
S tier.
Dave.
S tier.
Zio.
Agreed.
Okay, all S's. Okay. Let's see.
Blue tattoos S as well.
Seriously, when will someone make Storm? Says the Blurred Dad Life. I'm sorry, what was that?
You don't have him. You have no Terminator.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Blue tattoos S for John Connor, so we got another S there. So these are all S's for John Connor, so I'm gonna move him up there. But
We could get a Storm pretty soon, I'll bet.
I think eventually we will. Which version? I don't know. But
Well, because what if?
Bro, that'd be insane.
I'd take that Storm.
That'd be cool.
Got
That would
another
be
S
really cool.
from Blurred Dad Life. Let's see. Blue tattoo dude waiting impatiently for a friggin' Storm. Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna make her at one point. Yeah, right. All right. So we have. Okay, so John Connor is going to be where he's at right now, in between Jean Grey and Laurie Strode. So that's where he's at right now. The polls closed for Miss Marvel. So moving on to the next one here. Let's see. Got another comment here. Oh, it looks like you're just talking amongst yourselves there. All right, next one. Next one is the collector who chose John Connor from T2 is Mr. Eddie. Eddie Money Mendez. So that was
nice.
That's a good pick, Eddie.
Let's see here. Then we have what is it? Cavalline. Dropping him in the middle from Deadpool and Wolverine, right? So let's start with X-Man Supreme.
Okay, so I've got a lot to say about this.
Okay.
And I'm going to be as succinct as I can be. Love Hugh Jackman. Love his portrayal of Wolverine. I think that he has been fantastic at it. I think he had to grow into it a little bit, but I think he got there. That being said, I am done with Too Tall Wolverine. It's time, when he passes the torch finally, to get a properly sized Wolverine, because yes, it is that important. And no, I will not endorse Cavalry. I'm giving him an F.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. F? Hey, everyone wants to be all over his dick. I get it. But he's too damn tall. We're done with it. It needs to not be a thing anymore. I'm tired of all these youngsters coming in, not knowing damn thing about my boy, and trying to tell me what's what when they don't know shit. Because they're used to seeing a too tall Wolverine. I ain't having it. I ain't having it.
So you want one that's the size that the shorter one that was in
Short
Deadpool
King Wolverine. Short King Wolverine.
That guy was too short. He was shorter than he should have been.
Yeah.
And that's the one pain point that I have about that movie. That's the one thing about that movie that pisses me off is that they played my boy for a joke, and they allowed that to continue, and I don't co-sign on that.
How tall do you think he should be? Like what's the maximum height he should be?
5'2".
Wolverine is canonically 5'3". He is 1 inch shorter than I am.
Zio.
Close. Damn.
And I'll tell you one thing: I have never met a bar stool that is that damn tall to me. So I think that acceptably, because honestly, how many short guys are there going to be in Hollywood to do it, right? Probably a lot more than we think. But I think an acceptable range would be anywhere from actually 5'3" up to say like 5'7", 5'8" maybe. I want him to be properly short, and that needs to be conveyed on camera. That is a very important part of his character, and it needs to be respected.
Okay. All right, so we got an F from X-Man. Then we have
Love Henry Cavill, but this is not for him.
Let's see. Mr. Mike Litteris dropping by. What are we doing here? What's going on? He says, yeah, we're ranking all the fantasy figure picks that were selected throughout the year, and still like over 140 of them. So I've been separating them. This is the 5th and last part. So the live chat can vote. So a character that has not been manufactured, or maybe a 2.0 or 3.0, these are the ones that people have selected. So that's what we're ranking here. For this one we're doing right now is the Cavalrine or whatever from Deadpool and Wolverine, which they just gave it an S right now. But let's go to, or an F, I should say.
Dave, you think Ezra Miller would be all right to play him?
Absolutely not.
That ship has out. Theo the Burn says, always S for a hot man, he says. So an S. We got an S.
Oh, hello.
And then Blue Tattoo also says an S. So we got 2 S's. And Brick Artemis dropping by here. Thank you so much, Brick, for joining us here in the live chat. He says D, don't need him.
Brick's here. You missed it when we were talking about you earlier, man. We were talking about your Riz.
Yeah.
You missed out, bro. You missed out.
Let's see. Oh, you're just talking about the choices there. All right. So Short King Wolverine, the correct height though, says Blue Tattoo. Let's see. Peter Dinklage, maybe. Says Mike Litters.
That's who you want. That's who you want, Dave.
That's the new Wolverine right there.
Mike.
Let's see. X-Man, bro, I'm with you as usual. So yeah, there you go. All right. So let's go to Adam. Where would you put this one here?
Boy, thought I was tough on Ezra on the Flash.
Oh shit!
Oh no!
I respect what Dave's saying on this. I've read enough from the comics to know that he was vertically challenged compared to some of the other characters. But to me, I don't. That's not. That this doesn't rise to the level that I think needs to factor into casting. I was really excited in that cameo with Henry Cavill. I loved him as Superman. Just him looking like Logan in that scene, I got me excited, and I would love to see him in this role. But I would love to have that figure. Yeah. So this is an S for me.
An S, okay. An S
I would definitely get this figure.
Okay, Jose?
I think it would be a great figure as well. I mean, it's a cameo. He's not going to play Wolverine permanently. It's just, it was a one-off thing. So it was a for fun thing. You know what I mean? So yeah. I don't really take into the whole height thing account. I respect Dave and I know what he's saying, and I understand. If I was that passionate about Wolverine the way he is, I understand the you know how important things like that, like for me, like it's like Spider-Man too, and how, you know, Uncle Ben, don't get me started on Uncle Ben and Tom Holland Spider-Man and all that, like that's what bothers me. So I totally get where he's coming from. But so I think I wouldn't do S tier, but I think it'd be a great figure, so I probably would do A on this one.
Okay, so we got an A from Jose. And Mr. Zio.
I love Cavill, man. Dude's awesome. I don't necessarily see me picking this figure up, but I think I would keep it at a B. I think I'd take it over you know, even, you know, some of the other ones that may come up. It's like a fun little, like, just character to have randomly for like no reason in general. Like I think we all know, I don't think he's going to be Wolverine going forward. I think we can predict that. But yeah, I'd keep it at a B. I mean, that's cool with me. So it's a fun cameo, but nothing more than that for me.
Okay, so we got a B from Mr. Zio. All right, so let's see. So we got a few S's, 1A, 1F, a B, and a D. Okay, so we're gonna move
and a C.
this.
Bird Dad Life gave it a C.
Oh, a C. Okay, got that. All right, so that's gonna lower it. It was a cool moment in the movie, but it wasn't a lasting impact to me. So, all right, so then he's gonna go in the B minus. Actually,
he's got to be higher than
B minus
than
B
Kamala. No, did Kamala get S tiers?
Kamala got, let's see.
He got more
no,
S's, I think.
Kamala did better. Kamala did quite better, actually.
But X-Men, Dave dragged him down because they gave him an F.
Yes.
Yeah. That's true, yeah. No, we get Kamala an F, that's true.
So covering will be a B minus. So it'll be there for now. So that's what we got.
Wolverine.
So B minus.
Imagine the silicone arms on that dude.
Yeah, Ms. Marvel didn't get an F.
Mike, if you're still in the chat, can you give a little positive rating here so we can get Wolverine up a little bit, or no?
Yeah, definitely.
Higher
Needs to be higher. A B plus higher.
Remember, you're a Wolverine fan, Mike.
All right, so it'll remain open for a bit, but the collector who chose Wolverine was Mr. Aaron Collects. So that was
nice.
All right, so now the Jack and Rose figure selection is closed. All right, so moving on to the next one here, and let's see. Let's do the Clark Kents from Smallville, dropping him in the middle. Let's start with Zeo this time.
Damn, that's interesting, man. That's interesting. Is this Clark Kent or Superman, or what are we looking at here?
That's a good question.
Probably like the image that you see here when he, I guess in the last episode you actually see him wear the Superman, at least the suit, the shirt, I guess. Anyway,
damn.
You kind of you see him like ripping it open, and you see
right.
You never properly see him in the suit though. Yeah.
Right.
I remember
that version. If you can see the little image, I know it's small.
Okay,
but...
that's pretty cool. That's pretty iconic. I mean, you could do a lot of body swaps with that. That'd be pretty cool. Like I'm already thinking, like swap out the head sculpts on that. Dude, that I mean, he was a huge part of like watching that growing up and stuff like that. I could see this definitely getting picked up more than freaking Jack and Rose for some reason. So I'd probably put it at an A.
Okay,
just for that reason. It's a cool character. I don't know. Maybe B. I don't know. I don't have that strong connection with it as well either. You know, like don't need that figure also. So I'm trying to decide whether I'm ranking these as like I want them or like, you know, like where they represent like connection wise too.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's your own system, whatever system you want to do. Right.
I know. But, damn.
We got a update on Wolverine. Mike has voted.
Okay,
damn.
So
let's go.
All
Let's
right.
go. Move them up. Move them up a little bit.
All right.
Yeah, I'd keep it at a B, bro. Keep it at a B.
At a B? Okay.
Yeah.
From Clark Kent. All right.
But it's got to be a B plus now, though, right?
Yes. Yes. So we'll move him B plus there for Cavalry. And Jose.
So I've never been huge on Smallville. Personally, I think I've only seen a couple of episodes, so I feel like I can't really give it a fair shake. You know what I mean? So can I not vote on this one?
Yeah, you can. You don't have to vote. If you're not
take
that familiar or whatever, you can.
Yeah, take me out on this one.
All right, got that.
Because I feel bad. I know it's important. I'd feel bad not giving it a good rating on this one. So
okay. We got an S from Blue Tattoo, and an A from Feel the Burn. Says
still hot.
Okay.
All right.
So we got that. Let's see. Okay, Dave.
I watched the hell out of this show, man. When this show was out, this was what I did, man. Like, I still hear that song from the opening credits, and I feel like that charge. Like I'm ready to watch Smallville now, man. I know it got a little weird in the last couple of seasons, but I still love it. I would rate this an S. I know he's I feel like he's a lot more niche now than he would have been, 10, 15 years ago. But I gotta rate him an S. I love Tom Welling, man. That dude was awesome. He was fun.
Okay.
Was it like, Can Somebody Save Me? The lyrics to the intro, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we got an A for Welling Clark Kent. So got that.
And then they brought him back. Oh man, that was so cool.
It was on the Flash, right? On that.
Yeah, during the Crisis event. Yeah.
That was cool. Even
that was
though
pretty
he wasn't
cool.
Superman anymore, right?
No, he got rid of his powers.
Yeah.
All right. Then we have Adam.
Yeah.
Adam's left here.
Yeah, I was a big fan of this show when it was on. I've seen every episode. I saw a number of the cast at the San Diego Comic-Con a number of years ago. And a fun fact, Allison Mack, who played Chloe Sullivan, who got some notoriety for being part of the
Ooh.
Nexium sex cult.
Yeah, that
Nexium
was
cult that happened in the town next to ours here. Yeah.
No.
That was, yes.
Oh.
Fun fact there.
You were almost a member, dude. You're this close.
Yeah. Sadly, no. That was a really entertaining show, I thought. I'm not sure it holds up as well, but at the time I really liked it. As you mentioned that song from the theme song, "Somebody Save Me." I think a couple of you guys I may have messaged. Someone did a they did the Superman trailer, but they did it in the style.
I remember that.
Like Smallville with that theme song. I just thought it was pretty funny. This is an S for me.
Fire.
All right, got an S there, and we got an F from Mike Littler saying, "Tom douche-welling. Dude tried hitting on my girlfriend, but I slapped his ass down. Chump." All right, so they.
Oh shoot! All right.
Okay.
Some inside baseball there. All right.
That's a bit of connection right there, more than any of us at this point. That's kind of funny though.
I guess you had a hot girlfriend. I don't know.
Yeah. Then we have Mr. Collector Joy dropping by, saying hello, good friends. Hello, Mr. Joy.
Hey,
Joe.
Joe.
Thanks so much for joining us here tonight.
Joey.
And then just saying hello to Mr. Joey there. All right, so we're doing the tier list, fantasy figure tier list. Joey, if you want to join us in the live chat, grading these picks. All right, so I have the grades here, and I mean, this Clark Kent was doing well until we got this F. So let's see. So he's probably gonna be. I mean, he'll still be pretty good here, like an A minus.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
He's like somebody save me.
Yeah, somebody save me.
Yeah, exactly. So he's like an A minus behind Jack and Rose.
Yeah, Rose ain't gonna save him.
That's for damn sure.
She couldn't even save Jack.
Or maybe she will save
Here's
this
some
guy.
kryptonite for the door.
Oh my gosh.
All right, and the
kryptonite
collector,
necklace.
the collector who chose this character was Mr. Eddie.
Oh wow.
All right,
Eddie makes good choices every now and then.
every now and then. Let's see. So let's drop this guy here if I can find them. Here it is. Dropping him in the middle. Eddie Brock and Venom from The Last Dance. Jose.
Can't hear you, Jose.
Did he go mute?
I think you muted yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. It's still on mute.
Hello.
There you go.
There you go. We can hear you.
It was a beautiful speech, but we didn't hear you.
Oh, I was just saying that in regards to Eddie Brock, I think it'd be a great figure. I mean, regardless of what you think about the movies, a Tom Hardy figure with the symbiote kind of on his side, the way they're chatting with each other, I think it'd be really, really cool. So I've always enjoyed his performance as Eddie Brock. So I would give it an A.
All right, so we got an A from Jose. Dave?
A character from the No Spider-Man universe. On principle gets an F for me.
Damn. Okay.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Isn't that like your second F tonight, Dave?
Yeah.
We got a D from Feel the Burns, so he's not liking this either. So.
Oh, F from Blue Tattoo as well.
Oh,
my
shit.
man.
Damn.
Where's Brick? Hello.
Brick. Where's Brick?
Damn. And for
Pick a bad time to break out.
Adam.
I give this an A.
Okay.
There we go. Thank you, Adam.
A for Adam. There you go. Let's see. Zio.
All right, I have a question before I decide. Is this literally him in that shirt and shorts and cowboy boots, or because that plays a big part? Like if it was him in a tux, if it was him in the first two movies, that would have probably gone for a higher pick for me. But I don't like that look. I enjoyed Venom 1, 2, and 3. Like I watched them; they weren't my favorite movies. But that look, man, I really am not a big like. That's not what I think about when I think of Eddie Brock in terms of, just I would have preferred 1 and 2 look. So I'm gonna give this one a D. Yeah, just because I didn't like the shorts with the boots. Like it just, that's an eyesore for me in the collection.
And with the little Venom, like on the side.
Yeah,
was that said, Gio, when this pick was made that it had to be this specific outfit?
Yeah,
or was it just in general that they wanted an Eddie Brock with a Venom? Because I think that sways.
It does.
Yeah,
if it was tuxedo version, I would have probably said
no.
D.
It was the collectors specified, if I remember correctly, because he was talking about, how he doesn't have a shoe at one point, because he was talking about that he would also be without the shoe as well. So it would be like this look, and with the Venom like on the side, like looking over the shoulder or whatever. So it's this look right here that's in the image from the third movie. Now, if the collector's in the live chat and they want to correct me, but I'm pretty sure that's what
I remember who the collector is, and they're not here, so.
All right, so, but
but
yeah, I remember talking about, like, I do remember saying about, like, he's missing the shoe, right? Or the socks or whatever.
Because I do agree with Carlos what he's saying, that especially Venom 1 with the hoodie and the jeans and the sneakers, and then you have like the Venom kind of talking to him. That would be pretty cool. So I think that'd be a better figure.
Yeah, but no, like that, it's not for me. Just
all right. Let's see. X-Men is saying Shorty got them apple bottom shorts boots with the goo. So. Mr. Calvin dropping by. Good evening, gentlemen.
What did they give him in that car when he's hungry? Did they give him a Snickers or Hershey's? I don't remember.
Oh, I don't remember.
Chocolate.
Yeah, they gave him a chocolate. I don't remember.
It was some kind of chocolate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Calvin, thank you so much for joining us in the live chat.
Calvin.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Calvin.
All right, so we got that. We got the grades here. So let's see. So they're pretty low. So it's going to be a D+ for this pick.
Wow.
So
crazy. I'm hard
down here. D+.
Yeah, someone's
All right.
gonna go behind.
The John Connor character poll has closed. Moving on to the next one. Let's see here.
Somebody's moving a lot.
Yeah, I think maybe the earbuds.
Yeah,
Hawkeye.
my bad.
Hawkeye, not that Hawkeye from The Last of the Mohicans. Jumping in the middle.
I was like, that does not look like the Hawkeye that I remember.
Let's start with Mr. Zio.
No, I'm not voting, bro. I've never seen this movie.
All right, no vote from Zio. Adam?
Yeah, S tier for me. I think Daniel Day-Lewis, one of the great actors of the last 50 years, in I think an iconic role, action role. Really awesome movie. Would love to see this again. It adds my one-off collection.
Okay, Dave.
I saw this movie one time. I think like shortly after it came out, because I didn't see it in the theater. I don't think. I don't even remember when it came out, but
early to mid 90s.
Okay,
Yeah.
I definitely didn't see it in the theater then.
Yeah.
I kind of vaguely recall a couple of things about it, and I don't know if that means I should rank him low or just not rank him at all. I'm gonna just not rank him at all because I can't give him a good ranking because I don't remember enough about it.
Okay. Jose?
You're gonna have to pass me. I haven't seen the movie. I gotta watch it though.
All right. And I think that's it. I don't see anything from the live chat.
Yeah.
So, by Michael Mann, who did Heat, and
Ooh, all right.
that's all I need. That should be enough.
Wow. Heat was a good
Okay,
movie.
so yeah, I can't. We only have one vote, and it's an S, and I can't put him at the S because there's no votes except one person.
No.
So I have to put him at the D level. So if someone else drops in before we close this poll,
Come on, chat.
but the collector who chose
if you're S tiers.
Hawkeye is Mr. 1 Adam 12.
Sorry, man.
That's all right.
At least it's not an F like a few of mine, but there you go.
It's okay.
Let's see. Dropping him in the middle, MJ from Billie Jean, Michael Jackson, dropping him in the middle. Let's start with Zio.
Oh man, I'm gonna go A. I'm gonna go A. I feel like the S tier has already been made.
Okay, so got an A from Zio. Adam.
This is from the Thriller. Is what do you look like during the Thriller
Billie
album?
Jean.
From Billie Jean.
That's from the Thriller album. Yeah, S tier.
S tier. Okay. Oh, you're talking about the album specifically.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. S tier. There you go. Dave.
Oh, I'm gonna give him an S. Oh, what were you gonna say, Adam?
Blue Tattoo B for
okay.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
All right.
I feel like I'm trapped in the ocean and I see a ship.
Adam
A
literally
ship.
just
Wait.
Adam just PayPal'd Blue, and he was like, "Hey, bro, I need you to come back to the chat real quick." he PayPal'd him.
I did the same thing to the person who did Venom, but
they didn't show up.
They haven't responded.
So I moved him up a little bit, Adam. So it's a little bit. Feel the Burn says S for MJ for Mike. X-Man, I didn't get your answer. Did you say S?
Oh yeah, S. Because I'm imagining him with a base with the sidewalk where it lights up. That'd be so cool. That'd be so cool, man.
Okay. And then we got Blue Tattoo. We got another S. And then Jose.
It's like S tier.
S tier for MJ.
Okay, got another S there. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So we got a lot of S's except we have an A. So let's compare it to Laurie Strode because they have the same amount of votes, Laurie Strode. So
oh no.
And they actually have the same amounts, the same exact votes. All S's except there's one A, the exact number of them. So let's do this here. Let's put MJ over here. Should MJ be ahead of Laurie Strode?
Oh,
Maybe we should wait if someone else makes a comment. If someone else makes a comment, then we'll move it up.
Wait, did we get one from?
We got Blur Dad.
Oh, okay, there you go. We got one
I
from
think we got more S's.
All right, so we got more there.
All right,
so
okay,
so
I'm okay with that.
He's moving ahead.
We're good.
Let's see. Now, is it more than John Connor though? No, not quite yet. But all right, so there we go. If we get more, then of course we'll include him for a moment here. All right, so then we have what was this one here? Oh damn, I can't even see who it is. Hold on a second, guys. Clark Kent. The poll for Clark Kent has closed. The Smallville one. All right, so let's see. Blue Tattoo's MJ above all of them. So yeah, that's what he's saying here. Let's see. And the collector who chose this MJ version is Mr. Ty. Uncommon Flex. So there you go.
Nice.
All right, so let's do the next one here and dropping this guy in the middle. V from V for Vendetta from the 2006 movie, which has Natalie Portman in it. So let's start with Jose.
Mute.
I keep getting disconnected, man. Hold on.
There you go.
Oh, that sucks.
You hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you now.
Okay, cool. Oh man. Well, I'm always gonna have any bias in anything that has Natalie Portman in it, so it's like it's tough, man. Whatever, man. I'm gonna throw him at an A. I don't think he's S tier, but I'll throw him an A. I think he's cool.
All right, got an A. Adam.
A. I enjoyed the graphic novel. I enjoyed it more so than the movie. The movie was okay. A.
Okay, got an A. Feel the Burn says C. And then, Blue Tattoo just saying that he's cooking. So that's why he's kind of slow with the comments. But he's saying S for V. All right. Dave?
I I think he would look stupid cool
Mm-hmm.
with all the black and the hat and the cloak and the mask and everything. And it was a cool movie. I think, yeah, man. I think an A. I think an A is good.
Okay, got an A, and then Mr. Zio.
Oh, it's an S rank for me, man. I loved this movie as a kid, and even now, I thought it was really cool. I've always wanted that representation in the collection. I know there's a few figures that have been made, but they've been kind of crappy from what I've heard or I've seen. So
I hate that shit.
Yeah, man, I fucking yeah. So, but yeah, for me, it'd be an S tier.
Okay, it's got an S tier. It says remember the 5th of November. It says
Yeah, man.
tattoo. There you go. All right, so let's do the grades here. So we have a few A's, just a couple S's, and 1 C. All right,
And the epic rap battle was really cool too.
Oh yeah.
With him and Che Guevara.
Ooh, under the wire. You
I
have
missed
not
my-
closed it.
I missed my Eddie Brock S tier, so in my mind that'll go up to a B. I don't think I've closed it yet, right? No, I haven't closed it yet.
No,
so
you haven't
I'll-
closed it.
I'll
We're
include
just about
it.
to get there, but hadn't just yet.
Yeah, it was about to be closed. Brick, but
The brick came smashing through the window.
I'll add the S in there.
PayPal came through.
It'll move up. It'll move up to like a C. So there you go, like a C. There
That's
you go.
cool. That's cool. Yeah, it's Eddie Brock,
All
man.
right.
It's Tom Hardy too.
Okay, so we got that. All right, so V for Vendetta. So we have, like I said, a few A's, a couple of S's, and 1 C. So it's going to be like a B, or B plus. I'll put it at a B plus. Where is he? Oh, he's over here. Oh, but is he ahead of Cavalry?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give him head of cavalry.
Yeah, he has an F. So he has an F. So yeah. Let's see, Brixton. You guys are just being funny now. Wow, it's just right. So we needed you earlier, Brick. Oh, and V is S. he
Told
said.
ya.
Okay.
There's my PayPal right there.
All right.
PayPal friends and family.
Hell no, I didn't trust him. I didn't trust him, so I said goods and services.
He's saying the Marvel chick is an F, but you already closed Miss Marvel, right?
Yeah, closed out, Brick. Sorry, brat.
All right. So we got so V for Vendetta is an A minus now, based on the grades.
All right, cool.
And the collector who chose V for Vendetta, or V, was Mr. Brick Artemis. So
nice.
All right, so the next one closed is Brock, Eddie Brock, and Venom. So that pool is closed. Okay, moving on to the next one here. Let's see. What did Brick say? Says
Nobody would buy.
Nobody bought
Yeah.
Captain Marvel.
That's
That
what
is
I-
true.
yeah.
That
what I
is
was-
That just means I get her a discount. I'm okay with that.
I got her for free.
I'm okay with that.
$300 to get her, and then you'll get her for free in a couple years. You're good. You're good.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Blade from Deadpool and Wolverine. Jose.
I mean, anything Blade should probably be S tier, but it's because it's the older version. I might go A on this one.
Oh, okay, so got an A. And it's not a fantasy figure realized, but it's about to. But
Yeah.
let's see, Dave.
I give him an S.
Got an S. Adam.
S. I mean, it's happening.
S. And Zio.
Man, I don't like this Blade look, man. So for me, it's like a C.
Oh,
Put
no.
it with Eddie Brock.
All right, got a C in there. All right. Blue says
It'll be
S.
higher because there's a couple S's there.
Yeah.
Blue says S for Blade. Yomo says S. But Brick says C.
Says C, yeah.
If it was Blade from 1 or 2.
Yeah,
it
dude,
would
that
be
would
S.
be complete different.
Okay. Blurred Dad Life says S for Guy Fox.
For V.
You got 2 Natalie Portman sculpts to. Oh, for V. Okay.
Yeah, if you wanted to shave her head, make her bald.
Okay, so there you go. So I'll move him a bit.
Like, I prefer the original Blade look too. This look was not good. at all, but it's still Blade. Yeah, it's still Blade.
Field of Burn says A. Wish she had the coat and the sword. So an A from
That
Field
is
of Burn.
Blade, though. Yeah.
All right, so let's see here. So we have a lot of S's, 4 S's, 2 A's, and 1 C. Okay, so it's gonna be a solid A. So I'll drop it as a solid A. Now, would it be ahead of V? Do you think?
No.
Higher than Clark? Ahead of Clark?
I think it's
Maybe,
probably
yeah.
ahead of Clark.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Clark has an F, so I'm gonna.
Oh shit. Okay.
So no, actually,
Clark
never mind,
has
never
a-
mind. No, I was
no.
fine. I was fine. Never mind.
That's good right there.
All right, there you go. There you go. I was looking at the wrong one. Okay, there you go. Let's see. Brick says Venom would kick Blade's ass.
He's still pissed about that one. I mean, I tried to help you, man. You weren't here.
Brick. Let's be real. Come on. Come on, Brick.
Well, you
And
should have.
the-
You should ask Brick though, but like, because you know how you were gonna say like you were gonna ask him, because I think he said specifically when he pitched this one, he said that
Oh, yeah.
it was the Venom 3 look, right?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. So, Brick, I know you mentioned the Eddie Brock Venom 3, the Last Dance one. It's the one that's because I know you were talking about it that had like the Venom that was like on over his shoulder, like not fully transformed, you know. And then he's wearing those weird shorts, and he's missing like a shoe. That was the look you were talking about, right? So if you still listening in there, but
Yeah, because
Penny Lang.
we were saying if it was just a general like Eddie and
now,
Venom.
because now he can make up his mind and change it. And
No,
then change
it's
the grade.
closed now. It's closed now, so you can't change the grades. But I'm just curious.
That look. You said that look.
Oh, come on, Brick.
so it is the Last Dance one. Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's closed anyways, though. It's closed anyways. Carlos can't change his grade. but
It is closed, but it's still, yeah.
I was
I
just
feel like we
curious.
could make an
'cause-
exception with clarification. I think but
Well, because that's what we were saying. Because Carlos was saying, had it been
Why am I
Eddie
fighting
Brock
for
like,
Venom?
from the first movie, or with a
Been
different
higher.
look, with the tux, then it would have been higher for Carlos. But because it's the Venom 3 look with the shorts and the Crocs and the cowboy boots and all that, like that's why he didn't. Yeah, that's why he didn't pick that one.
Yeah. Kenny Lang is dropping by. Says, Brick, Blade would make Venom his biatch. Thanks so much, Kenny, for dropping by in the live chat. Much appreciated there. Let's see. Tom Hardy killed this role, says Brick, and it says would be such a cool figure to have with that look. So there you go. Let's see. You're really fighting for this? Wow, yeah. All right.
We gotta move on. We gotta move on.
Yeah, next
Respect.
All right.
speed rounds.
Next one up.
Speed
Next
rounds.
one up.
Speed
Yeah.
round. Speed round.
So-
You should do a couple ones that I think are going to be like S tier like right away. Is there any that you see there? I see one that I think would immediately be S tier. I think on everybody's.
Yeah, I'll look into that in just a bit here. But the collector who selected this Blade is Brother Cousins. Jay.
Okay.
So that was his pick there. All right, so let's move on to the next one here. In the middle, Cliff.
Yeah.
Cliff Booth.
Yeah.
From Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He's in the middle. Let's start with Jose.
We'll skip Jose right now.
Oh, he's not there. Okay, Dave.
Oh, Cliff Booth was it? Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know anything about this guy. I'm gonna pass.
Okay. All right, gonna pass there. And Adam.
Yeah, S tier for me. This is my second favorite Tarantino film after Pulp Fiction. Fantastic film. But I think, to have this and not have the Leonardo DiCaprio figure, you got to have them both, really. But yeah, I think people would love to have a whole collection of Tarantino quality done Tarantino 1/6 scale figures. So S tier for me.
S tier. All right, got that from Adam. Brick says F for Cliff. So What was it? Not Zio.
Dude, I love this movie, man. I really enjoyed it. My wife and I really did enjoy it. But adding Cliff as in the collection, it wouldn't top like Henry Cavill, so I'll probably put it at a C.
Okay, we got a C.
A bunch
from
of other
Zio.
random characters I take.
Okay, and then we have an F from Field Burn. We got another F there. Let's see. Who else hasn't? Jose still. Oh, there, Jose.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear you. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
the
what's
headphones died out on me.
What's your grade for this one?
For which one?
Cliff Booth.
Cliff Booth from
from Once Upon a Time Hollywood.
Yeah.
S tier.
S tier. Okay. All right, gonna see
Yeah,
there.
I love the movie. I got a poster. I've showed you that. I have the poster hanging in my room. So.
Yeah,
That's a dope movie, bro.
Blue says C for Cliff. So
Blue, we can't be friends, man. You gotta up that grade.
So we have 2 S's, 2 C's, and 2 F's for this character here. So let's see. He's going to be a C plus. Is he higher than Brock?
Yes.
Eddie Brock?
100%.
Okay.
Confirmed.
C plus. And the collector who chose Cliff Booth is Mr. Eddie.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to Gwenpool. Dropping her in the middle. Dave.
She's an S tier for me. I know she's not going to end up there, but that's okay. For me, she's an S.
All right.
Blue Tattoo changed his grade.
Mr. Adam?
This is a C for me. I never heard of this character until I know the person who because I was there that night when they chose it. It
was there, man.
I never, I never knew this iteration of the character. So C for me.
Okay, got a C there from Adam. Jose?
Gwenpool.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with her at all, other than what I've heard Dave talk about her. And I know some cosplayer that would dress up as her. And that's it. I don't know anything about her, so I'm gonna go C.
Okay, got a C from Jose. Got a C from Kenny Lang. Okay, and Zio.
I'd give it a C as well.
Okay, got another C in there. All right, let me go back over here.
Also, isn't that kind of dumb? From what I remember you explaining, Dave, that she's not even Gwen Stacy. It's like
no, she's not
character.
No, she came from like a whole slew of Gwen Stacy like alternate covers, and they took that idea and ran with it. But they didn't make her Gwen Stacy. They made her just a totally different character
What's
altogether.
the character's name?
It's still Gwen. Her name is Gwen Poole, Poole.
Oh.
But she goes into the comics from the real world and becomes Gwenpool. Even though she's not a fan of Deadpool, I'm really not sure how that came about exactly, how she decided to do that. But that's what she went with. She just got a costume and went with it.
So that's where I lost it on that, is when I heard that, and I'm like, it's not Gwen Stacy, but still Gwenpool. I'm like, eh.
Yeah, no, it was Gwen Stacy that originated the idea, but it's not actually Gwen Stacy in practice.
Okay. Does that change anything, guys?
Nah,
Your grades that you already gave?
No.
Okay.
Well, if Brick Artemis, what he says, if it's that, then it becomes S tier.
Okay. We got the Sydney Sweeney.
See, that's why I sent you my next fantasy figure, that one from a movie that everybody hates, but if it's this that I sent you, that you know what I'm talking about.
That's right.
I think it's gonna be S tier for everybody. So.
Oh, okay.
Right. Brick, I would like to say that just to get your vote, but I'm talking the comic version, like not a live action version.
Yeah,
it'd be cool to have a live action version, but also she's like 15 or some shit like that. So maybe let's not do Sydney Sweeney.
If it was Gwen Stacy though, like there's so many different layers to the character of Gwen Stacy that I feel like if it really was Gwen Stacy,
absolutely, that would be super cool. Yeah.
And I think we know who selected this, but let's see. We have the grades here. So we have several C's, one B, one S. So she is going to be a C. Yeah.
All right.
Let's see. Where is it? Is she higher than Eddie Brock?
I think yes.
No.
But that's me.
Yes, because we have an F for Eddie. For Eddie Brock. So, Gwenpool.
Thank you,
C.
past me.
There you
Brick,
go.
if you change your grade, she'll go lower. Just saying.
All right. The collector who chose Gwenpool is Mr. X-Man Supreme. Okay, there you go. The polls have closed for Hawkeye, Michael Jackson, and V. All right, so let's see if there's another one here. I will take her as a Mondo for sure. Kenny Lang says no. Let's see. Okay. All right, moving on to the next one. I already said who it was, right? Mr. Dave. So, okay, next one is Beatrix Kiddo and Oranishi from Kill Bill Volume 1, dropping her in the middle, or dropping them in the middle. Let's start with Zio.
S tier.
Oh, damn, that was fast. Damn.
Yeah.
But you said it's who and who? It's a 2-pack?
Yes, Beatrix Kiddo and Oranishi.
Oh, gotcha.
For that one scene at the end and the last scene.
Yes.
Jose?
S tier.
S. Adam?
S.
X-Man?
I've seen it once and it was fun, but I don't remember who's who. Remind me again who's who.
It's Uma Thurman and Lucy Liu, their characters.
Oh, that's right, because her name was. I just remembered her as the bride.
Right, the bride. Yeah, the bride.
Okay, so then yeah, S. Yeah.
Okay, so that's from X-Men.
Couldn't really tell from the picture there. It's so teeny.
Yeah, I was trying to cover both of them in this small little picture. All right, so we got that. Let's see. Kenny Lang is saying S. I think he's saying for this, right? So I got an S from Kenny Lang. S from Feel the Burn. Blue, S. Kill Bill is goated. Says Kenny Lang. Yes, I would agree with that. Easy money. Brick says S as well. So that's a lot of S's right here. So let's see. Okay. All right. So this is going to be an S. It's going to go ahead of Laurie Strode, but let me check if it's higher than MJ. We should be higher than MJ? Or would they be higher than MJ? Yes.
Yeah.
Based on the grades, yes. Now, is he higher? Should they be ahead of John Connor from T2? Yes. I'm looking at the grades. I'm asking you guys, but then also I'm also looking at the grades.
Oh, okay.
Jean Grey. Okay, here it is. Okay, here. Jean Grey or this duo? Who should be top tier right now of those two?
I like the duo aspect of it. That's why I would put it higher, because I don't know, that you get with Jean. I still gotta wait for the rest of the X-Men.
All right.
But I don't know. I'd like to hear everybody else's opinions. That's the only
All
reason
right.
why I'm going with that.
So
yeah, you have that 2-pack and you have a representation from that.
Yeah.
Film.
So if we have, so would we say we're at a tiebreaker situation, right? So I'm gonna vote S.
Let's go.
And the collector who selected this duo was me. So
hey,
there you go.
a little bias, but
Retribution.
Gio PayPal'd himself, and he was like, "I got you, buddy."
There you go.
To be fair,
himself.
Gio's picks took it on the chin a few times
He's certified
during this whole. So that's fair.
Redemption,
That's
Gio.
fair.
I was crying that night afterwards.
Oh.
Crying myself to sleep that night. All right. So next one is Ellen Ripley from Aliens. James Cameron's Aliens, right?
This is
In
one of the
the
ones I
middle.
told
An
you.
easy one here, folks. Come on.
Yeah.
Mr. Adam.
S. Come on.
All right. S. Dave.
Not for me, but I'll give her an S.
Jose.
S.
Zio.
S.
You said S, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. It's kind of sound like an F, so I was like, oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
No,
see.
S tier.
Kenny Lang says S. Brick says S. Okay, so it looks like these are all S's. Easiest of S's says Blue Tattoo.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, so I only need one more S, and then we'll be tied with Orenishi and Beatrix Kiddo. If not, she will go behind the duo. So for now, I'll put her there. All right, so where is she? Over here. All right, so that's where she's at. So still S tier. The collector who selected Ellen Ripley from Aliens is Mr. Dan Bat99, aka Dan the Bat Fan.
Nice.
All right, so we have a few here left. Let's do Conan Schwarzenegger, 1982. Let's start with Adam.
S, iconic. After Pumping Iron, first major role Schwarzenegger had, absolutely deserves a 1/6 quality 1/6 scale representation. S tier.
S tier from Adam. Jose.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Which one are we? Oh yeah,
Conan.
Conan. Yes. S. Yeah,
O'Brien.
S tier. Anything Arnold usually. S tier. So S tier.
Dave.
I'll give him an S.
Zio.
No vote for me. I've never seen the movie.
All right, no vote from Mr. Zio. All right, let's go here to the shit. Brick says D. All right, Blue says S all day, or SSS all day. Fear the Burner says Casa Plastic is making Conan. Oh yeah, I think I've seen that. Yeah, we've seen that in the tease that they did a few weeks ago. So are you voting, Feel the Burn? Are you voting an S for this one? Let's see. So far we have one no votes, 4 S's and a D. Okay, so he's gonna go. Let me see. Ooh. It's gonna be like a B plus. Is he high? It's higher than Cavarine, right? Would you say?
Did he come out that low?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you come up? Oh, because of Brick.
He doesn't have a whole lot of votes.
Because of Brick.
There's no vote. There's one no vote,
And there's a D.
Carlos,
There's a
yeah.
D.
Oh shit.
So, but would he be above or ahead of Cavalry?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't even know him, but I'm for 100%.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, he probably inspired Cavill to lift the weight.
All right. So that's what we'll keep him for now. A B plus around there. And the collector who selected Conan the Barbarian was Mr. Blue Tattoo, who is in the live chat right now. He's still like, what the fuck?
That's so funny, bro.
Was the Conan character in Red Sonja?
Schwarzenegger was, but I don't think he was playing Conan, if I recall.
Oh, okay.
It's been a while. I think he was playing another character.
I don't think I've seen that movie. That is the one he's
Red
referring to.
Sonja.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but
Brigitte Nielsen.
Red Sonja was cool.
All right, so here we go. Let's do the next one here, guys. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, so the next one is we have Colossus, Jim Lee version, dropping in the middle. Let's start with Dave.
S. All the Jim Lee X-Men are S's.
All right. Adam?
I'm sorry, I was looking at the chat there. What was the guy?
Colossus comic.
Oh
juniors.
yeah, S, 100%.
S, okay. Jose?
I know it's X-Men, so I'm going to give it a bat F. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think Colossus is a great character, and I think it would sell a lot, especially those who like the X-Men line. So Colossus is a great character, so I got to give it an S.
And then Mr. Zio.
Man, I don't know if I'd cop that one, so I'm gonna put it at an A.
Okay, got an A from Zio. All right, let's look at the live chat. Let's see.
Bro, imagine the diecast on that one though. It'd be like
shit.
It'd be like that Iron Man. It'd be like that Iron Man 2 diecast, like that'd be sick.
X-Men, would you still
So
buy it
nice.
if it was all plastic though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need him to be diecast. It'd be cool if it was diecast, but I don't need him to be.
Be heavy as fuck.
No.
Yeah, he would. If he was properly scaled, yeah, he'd be so heavy. Jeez, he'd be huge, dude.
Yeah. We have Feel the Burn says S, anything comic X-Men. And we have an S for blue. A from Kenny Lang. A from Brick. And S from Blurred Dad Life. S for Colossus, Fastball Special. Let's go. So there you go. All right, so we got pretty high grades there. So this will probably be an S, but let's see where. Let's see. So I'm looking at Laurie's short scores, and yes, he's gonna go ahead her. Should he be higher than or ahead of Michael?
No.
Okay. All right, S tier, Colossus.
Could you imagine if they engineered that so you could have him in his like non-transformed form? If they could do that, that'd be incredibly difficult. Because he'd have to be a little bit shorter too, which would be crazy. But also you'd have to switch out all of his skin parts. That doesn't sound right when you say it like that, does it?
All right. Feel the Burn says, Carlos, it'll be silver plastic. That's what they did with the Colossus I have.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so he has. Oh, that's right. He mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
In the live chat. Yeah. All right. So there you go. So we have. So we put him in the S tier, and the collector who selected Colossus was Mr. X-Men Supreme. All right. The next one is Robert C. Thomas Howell, Red Dawn. So let me move him over here. There you go. Put him in the middle. Let's start with Zio.
This is Red Dawn, that movie where Chris Hemsworth came out?
The original one.
Oh man, I've never seen this one.
The 80s one. Okay, you want to?
I'm just gonna not vote for this one.
Okay. Adam?
Yeah, Red Dawn, awesome Cold War film, 1984. Love this movie, and would love any figures from this. I could see, it's not something I see Hot Toys or Inart doing, but I think more along the lines of DID, which I have the Maverick and the John Dunbar from Dance with Wolves and Saving Private Ryan figures. Would love to have something from this. That's where I see more of a third party doing something from this, which doesn't exist right now. So S for me.
Okay, S from Adam. Dave?
I never watched it. I can't get into the war movies so much like that. It was never a thing for me. I'm going to pass on this one because I don't know him.
Okay, so no vote. Brick says who? Or Feel the Burn says who? And then Brick is just laughing about it. Kenny says C or D. So which one would you do, Kenny? Would you be C or D? Because that might make a big difference, especially since we're not going to have a lot of votes, it looks like. But Jose?
I've never seen that movie. I've seen the remake, so sorry.
Remake was terrible. Yeah, remake was terrible. But the original was Patrick Swayze, as his C. Thomas Howell's mentioned, Charlie Sheen, Leah Thompson. It's the girl from Dirty Dancing. What's her name? Jennifer Grey.
Oh, Jennifer Grey.
Powers Booth. So it's very much if you grew up like I did in the late 70s and early mid 80s, late 80s, I'm a child of the late Cold War, so that's kind of resonated with me. If you grew up in the 90s and 2000s, this is like watching stuff from the 40s and 50s to you guys. So yeah. I appreciate it. I'm an old guy. I'm a Gen Xer.
All right. So Kenny Lang did clarify, and he says C. I'll be kind. So there you go. All right. So with that,
I think Leah Thompson and Howard the Duck. Hell yeah, dude.
Oh man.
Hey, isn't there a character now that got created because it's the daughter of Howard the
Yeah.
Duck?
Yeah, it's so cool.
Oh,
It's so
really?
cool.
Oh, wow, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's the coolest shit.
So I'm gonna put Robert here from Red Dawn from the 80s as a B because we don't have that many votes, and we got a C, even though we do have an S, so that's why they're not at an F. But the collector who selected this is Mr. 1 Adam 12.
Nice.
Sorry,
No
Adam.
shock.
Sorry, yeah,
No.
I haven't seen that one, but it makes me want to watch it. Like you telling me who's in there makes me want to go back and watch it.
But like I said, like this, and when I came up with Hawkeye, you know, I have like on the call like the one-off shelf, which are kind of right behind me here, and that's where I have the Dance with Wolves and Maverick and Saving Private Ryan figures that are, you know, third party by DID, and I'd love just to have like a third party figures of these. No way do I think these are gonna have the commercial success that you would have in Hot Toys.
Yeah.
All right, so then the next one is we have Henry Hill, James Conway, and Tommy DeVito, Goodfellas, dropping in the middle. The trio, Scorsese, Goodfellas. Let's start with Jose.
Ooh, the trios is a 3-pack?
Yes.
Oh shit. I mean, I think it'd be really cool, but at the end of the day, it's just 3 guys in a suit, so I don't. The movie's awesome, but probably as figures, maybe A tier.
Okay. Pretty good grade though. So, Dave.
This seems like a movie that I might be into, but I've never seen it.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
I just, you know, it's one of those things. Like my wheelhouse is comic books, man. Like if it's a comic book movie, I'm in it. If it's not, I kind of just don't care. But
I haven't seen you in a comic book movie.
That's what I was like.
I was there, man. I was there when Mike had to punch Tom Welling. I was in the back.
No.
Oh, you were there.
But I hear people talk about these guys though, and you know, there's a lot of quotes that I hear from this movie still today. So that definitely says something. I can't really rank it though, just no knowledge personally. So I'm gonna step out on that one.
All right, we got a C from Brick Artemis. Jose. I'm sorry, not Jose.
You got already good.
Adam.
Wait, hang on. You know what? Because it is Joe Pesci.
Okay.
and I got a lot of respect for Joe Pesci. So is that enough to?
I don't know.
Fuck it, give him an A. Give him an A. Fuck it.
Okay, cool.
Out of 3, there's like 3 figures.
I would prefer Joe as Harry in from Home Alone.
Really?
That would be funny.
That'd be hilarious. Actually.
Oh man. I mean, I would take.
He's
Joe.
a great, but I think that character, like everyone would recognize that in your collection. You know what I mean?
I would take my cousin Vinny.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's too. Yeah.
Like,
but not everybody would recognize that. But as I'm saying, but as Harry,
yeah.
You walk into somebody's collection and they got Harry and Marv and little Macaulay Culkin. They'll be like, "Oh shit," you know what I mean? Like they'll be like, "Oh shit, you got
and a Christmas tree." Yeah. So you are voting? David?
But I'm gonna give him an A. Give him an A.
Okay, so you got an A.
Because it is a revered thing, and it's Joe Pesci. I don't care who the other 2 guys are. It's Joe Pesci.
All right. Adam.
Yeah, this is a lot of love and respect for the first 2 Godfather films. Third one, not as much. It's a good film, but it's not the same level as the first 2. But for my money, the greatest mob movie of all time is Goodfellas, and it's so damn funny. It's fast paced. The music, one of the best soundtracks that's ever been done. The choice of music editing in that, and just iconic performances by De Niro, by Joe Pesci, by Ray Liotta, the late great Ray Liotta, and also Paul Sorvino as Paulie, and then just some smaller roles that of actors that have bigger careers later. Samuel L. Jackson's in it. The actor who plays Chris Moltisanti in The Sopranos. I would S tier for me. I would love to have these three figures to join. Another great mobster. My custom Tony Soprano there.
Oh wow, Tony Soprano.
I didn't know Sam Jackson was in that movie. Shit. All right.
Yeah, he played Stex. He was one of the drivers.
All right.
One of the drivers in the Lufthansa heist. So S tier for me. Love this movie.
All right, so we got an S from Adam, C from Brick, C from Blue Tattoo. Kenny says we need a Pesci and 6 scale. Can we get a Casino instead? Says Feel the Burn. Let's see. Pesci is goated. I'd rather buy. Oh yeah, the Home Alone. That's what we mentioned earlier. Let's see.
Joe Pesci from Moonwalker. Remember that shit?
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, dude, the Michael Jackson little movie from Moonwalker. Joe Pesci was in that. Yeah, he was awesome in that.
Okay, so we have
so stupid as hell.
Beef from Blurred That Life. And then we're missing Mr. Zio.
Yeah, man, I love this movie. I think the movie's an S tier. I would say that I would keep the figures at an A, though. I would keep the figures at an A.
Okay, so we got an A from Zio. All right. Okay, so we got one S. We have like 4 A's, 2 C's, and a B. Let's see. All right, let's go down here. Okay, so this is going to be B plus. Are they higher above Jack and Rose? I'm sorry, B plus.
I think so.
I'm sorry. I said B plus, right? Hold on a second, guys. Yeah, B plus. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. Are they ahead of Conan?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll keep at B plus. B plus. All right, there you go. And the collector who selected the trio was Mr. 1 Adam 12.
Nice.
So there you go there. Let's see. Then Adam says, I would love Untouchables figures, one of my other 80s favorites. Yeah, I think I saw that movie once. Isn't Sean Connery in that?
He won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor.
Oh, that's right, he did.
Playing Jimmy Malone.
I think that's the only Oscar he's ever won too, if I remember correctly. But all right, let's move on. So again, that was from Adam. Okay, so the next one is I think it's Archangel. Jim Lee. Archangel Jim Lee version comic. Let's start with Zio.
I'm gonna put this one at, let's see. Damn, that's a badass figure to have, I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably put it in. Okay, I'd probably put this one at an A. A. Yeah.
All right. Guys, an A. All right.
I think it's for everybody.
All right, so we have Cliff, Gwenpool, Beatrix Kiddo, Ellen Ripley, and Colossus. They are all closed. Those polls are closed. And yeah. All right, there you go. So we got an A, and let's start with Jose.
I'm kind of the same way with Zio. I think not for everybody, but it's a great. I think it'd be a great looking figure, especially if Hano made this, and the wings would be really cool. I think I'm gonna go with A as well.
Okay, so we got an A from Jose. We got an S from Feel the Burn. Adam.
A for me.
A from Adam. Dave.
S.
All right. All right, so we got
Sounded like how he said ASS. That's what it said.
I started and I didn't realize that I was already unmuted, and then I went to unmute myself.
Okay.
Yeah, but man,
Kenny
you
Lang.
imagine those wings would be so cool.
That's the first thing.
Those wings would be so freaking cool. It'd be way cooler than Captain Falcon.
Okay, but they would have to give us like that wingspan. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
that-
absolutely. Absolutely.
Look at the space that occupies as well. Like that's why people didn't buy that Jazzy Iron Scavenger. You know, the vulture.
I'll make the room for it,
bro. You know what's so funny?
I'll make
when
the
they
room for
when
it.
they announced
You can
all
hug
the
everybody.
when they announced all the third-party vultures, I went with the one that had the smallest wings for the
Mhm.
fact that I wanted
And
to
then
save
they
that
changed
space,
it.
and then they
Yeah.
fucking updated it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was just so funny. Still one.
So
of
which
the
one do you
coolest.
have, Carlos? It's
The Toys Era. The Toys
Toys
Era.
Era.
Yeah. Love
That's
it.
the one that came with the head sculpt.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
Let's
I don't remember
see.
anymore.
So we got an S from Feel the Burn. Let's see here. Oh, Brick says S. So we got an S from Brick. And then we have a B from Kenny Lang. Blue Tattoo says S. All right, got that. All right, so
Four
let's-
wings, bro.
Yeah, I think we already got all the votes here. All right, so we have
Nuts.
a couple of S's here. Okay, so this is going to be an A. Well, let's see where. All right, so it should be ahead of V. Ooh. No. Let me see here. No. Actually, no. Yes. It's gonna go ahead of V from that F. So that's where it's gonna go. And the collector who selected this character was X-Man Supreme. So there you go. All right, so we have a few left here. So let's get these going here. We have jumping him in the middle. This is Bruce Lee from Enter the Dragon. Let's start with Jose.
Ooh, Bruce Lee. Every time I think about Bruce Lee, though, I think about the scene in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh yeah. That's a funny scene, man.
It's crazy. Enter the Dragon, I think he's got to be S tier though, but I just think about that scene. Makes me laugh, man.
Would you get the one from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Hell yeah, man! Especially if we got a clip.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man! I
The
put
TV
them
version.
fighting each other. Yeah.
That'd be funny. Okay, got an S. Adam.
S tier for me. Iconic.
Dave.
S.
Zio.
S.
Oh, all these S's. All right.
It's
Bruce Lee.
Bruce
Come on.
Lee.
There you go. Let's see.
He is the dragon.
Kenny Lang says S. Blue also says S. Let's see. Yomo says S. So there you go. Okay, so these are all S's. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So obviously it's going to be S tier, unless someone drops in with an F. But let's see. All right, so put them there, but back here. But let's see. Look at the other ones. Okay, so it's going to go ahead of her. All right. Should Bruce be ahead of MJ?
Wait, did we get Brick and Blurred?
Let me see. Oh, nope. I'm gonna A from Brick.
And I don't know if Yomo was in there yet.
S. I did get Yomo.
Okay.
S from Blurred. All right, let's see. So yeah, that'll change it a bit here. Okay, so this is going to be. It'll stay where it's at. So it'll be right behind Michael. All right, so here we go. Okay, so we got
SSS,
that.
baby.
All right, and the collector who selected Bruce Lee Enter the Dragon was Mr. Yomo.
Ooh.
Mr. Yomo, so that was his pick there. All right, so let's move on to the next one here. So again, we have quite a few, or not, actually, we're almost done here. We have 4 left, 4 left. Okay, so this one is going to be HK-47. Jumping in the middle, droid from the video game, the Knights of the Old Republic, I believe. Pretty sure it's that one. Let's start with Dave.
This was the only assassin droid of his model, made by the Dark Lord Revan himself. This guy's an S.
All right, an S from Mr. Dave. The only polls that remain open are Bruce Lee and the one that's open now, HK-47. Those are the only ones that are open. Zio. Wait, Zio still there?
No vote, bro. No vote.
Oh, there you go.
No vote. I have
No
not
vote.
seen this one, and I don't want to push it down or hurt it.
Jose.
Same. I wasn't very too familiar with Jedi's of the Knights of the Old Republic.
Okay.
So I'm not too familiar with the character, to be honest. So.
All right.
It's a great game. If you ever play it, you're gonna love it.
And Adam.
Yeah.
I never played this game, so I'm not familiar with this character. And I'm as big a
Alright.
Star Wars fan as there is. So
Damn.
no vote for me.
Kenny says, I don't know who this is.
X-Men wants to take your Star Wars card, though. Adam.
Yeah. I've heard X-Men kind of disparage some of the original trilogy stuff, so...
Oh.
You gotta earn... If you want a card, you gotta be a lover of that first.
Blue says,
we don't
Leo...
just give out cards willy-nilly, you know?
Blue says Leah Thompson and Howard the Duck is a buy. So there you go.
Yep.
Candy says no vote for me. Brick says I could be mean and make sure he's under Venom, but I'll pass. So there you go. Shots fired. There you go. All right. So we only have just one grade, right?
Yeah.
So so he's gonna go with B over here. Is he above Hawkeye from The Last of the Mohicans, though? That is the question, but I'll leave it there for now. All right, so we have a few left here, and we have 3 left. So let's do. Hold on a second here. Where is it? I always forget the other guy's name, so I have to look it up here. Where is he? Rick Deckard.
Rick Deckard.
Roy Batty.
There you go. The duo. There you go.
Yeah.
Jumping them in the middle. Let's start with Adam.
S tier for me from Blade Runner. Harrison Ford's character, Rick Deckard, and Rutger Hauer's definitely an android character, Roy Batty. There's a I don't know if it's Present Toys or one of them, third party, Rick Deckard coming out. Looks okay. Looks okay. I'd like to see a more Hot Toys centered version of a Blade Runner figure, or in art, a better, a much better head sculpt.
Or that even that other company. What's it called? With the one that you mentioned earlier, something plastic or whatever.
Plastic.
Caustic. They did it too.
Plastic. Yeah.
There's all these companies, man. It's just like somebody should be doing this.
Yeah.
But this is a classic film. S tier for me.
All right, S from Adam, and then Kenny Lang is saying, "Can we get an F?" I'm not sure you're referring to as in general or a specific figure or character. Rick Deckard is an S, says Mr. Blue Tattoo. X-Man.
I know 2 things about Blade Runner: Harrison Ford and something about Tears in the Rain, and only because of Adam Savage. But because of that, because it's Harrison Ford,
Better have the correct grade here, X-Man.
I'm gonna give him an A because it's Harrison Ford.
Okay, an A from X-Man. We got an A from Rick. Jose?
It's S tier, man. Blade Runner. Is it a 2-pack? You said it's
Yes.
Roy and Deckard.
Yes,
It doesn't have to be
even
that-
better.
Yes, I
Yeah,
think
even
so.
better. Yeah, even better. 2-pack. It's S tier. Is there something higher than S tier? Can we move it higher?
No, that's it. Any Harrison Ford is an S, says
Yeah,
Blue Tattoo.
100%. Blues Tattoo. We're friends now.
And back to being friends. Feel the Burn says, I don't remember this movie, saw it once. No vote. So there you go.
All right. I respect that.
Zio.
S tier, man. S tier
Oh,
for
S
sure.
tier,
100%. Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Slow burn. Kenny.
Yeah, it's a
Kenny,
slow burn.
It's a slow burn. 100%.
All right, let's see here. All right, so we got.
Quick question, Adam. Is Deckard an android or not?
I asked
think
him
so.
that before.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see. I say yes too, by the way. But so.
It's funny because the writer says one thing and then Ridley says another, so it's kind of conflicting.
Let's see. So we got. Trying to get the grades here. Okay, so
Just put it in S tier where it belongs. Let's move on.
I can't see who that first character is at the bottom.
I know, I can't tell. I was like, what is that?
I was looking for a picture that had both of them, but it was kind of hard. That was the best one that I was able to do right there. But
No, we're
okay.
talking about the other character, the one that we haven't done yet.
That's Kevin Costner, right? From
Oh,
Waterworld?
you're talking about, it's the Mariner.
Who?
The Mariner from Waterworld.
Oh, I haven't seen Waterworld in a long time.
I forgot who. I was on the stream. Was that Adam who mentioned that one? I don't remember.
Guess we'll find out sooner. No, right. So we have we're gonna put him at the S tier, but at the very end there. And the collector who chose this was Mr. 1 Adam 12.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Something
two left.
in S tier tonight.
The Mariner, Kevin Costner from Waterworld. Let's start with Jose.
I haven't seen it in such a long time. All I remember about the movie is that they would grab their own pee and make it into water. That's all I remember.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that until you just said it. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, so that's all I remember
Yeah.
about that movie. We had it on VHS, but I don't remember watching it a lot. So I'm going to pass on this one because I don't want to give it a bad vote on this one.
All right. Zio.
I haven't seen the movie, so I can't vote, man.
Okay. Adam?
I love Kevin Costner. Not my favorite Costner film, but it's not as bad as people made it out to seem.
Yeah.
You know, I would go an A for this.
Oh.
Okay, got an A.
Because
I
of
will say though,
Costner.
I will say the Waterworld attraction that they have at Universal Studios Hollywood is actually really entertaining and actually makes you want to watch the movie. So it's very cool because they have like actual stunts and like things happening. So very, very cool.
I've seen it many times. I've seen it like 5 or 6
Yeah,
times.
no, I've gone like I have the annual thing, so I like almost every other time we watch it just for fun. So
Yeah.
it's cool.
X-Man.
I saw this movie, I think when it was in theaters. And I saw it that one time and that's it. I've never felt the need to go back to it. So I don't remember hardly anything. Except somebody had like a map to land on their back.
Oh yeah.
That nobody could read or some shit like that. And now the drinking piss water. That's like all I remember. So I'm gonna recuse on this one. I just don't know enough.
Okay. Blue Tattoo's Jack Black was in Waterworld too. I don't remember that actually. I don't remember that.
Oh yeah, he was a little freaking kid, wasn't he?
Oh, was he? Well, I mean, I guess he would have to be right.
Or at least he was super young.
Yeah, because that was in '95. Yeah, that was in '95.
Yeah, he wasn't a kid, but he was young.
Yeah, I kind of want to rewatch this, but so A says blue. Let's see. Did I already get that A? I might have already gotten that A. Okay, and then we have a D from Brick. Oh, Kenny also a D. As long as we get Dennis Hopper from Waterworld too. That's funny. With its missing eye or a little fake eye, whatever. A big ass eyeball. All right, so this is going to be a C. So let me move him down over here. Behind Brick. I was gonna say Brick. Behind Eddie Brock. Jack Black looked older in Waterworld than he does now. Oh, really? Okay, I definitely need to rewatch that. The collector who picked the Mariner was Mr. Eddie. All right, so the last one is Green Goblin comic book version. Jumping in the middle. Let's start with X-Man.
I'm assuming this is Norman Osborn.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. That is definitely okay. That's Norman Osborn. Okay. Yeah. That's an S.
Would it make a difference if it wasn't Norman Osborn? If it was Harry or someone else?
It might to somebody, but
all right.
I tend to prefer
if
the
it doesn't
original.
make a difference to you, I'm not sure why you asked.
I tend to prefer the original.
Okay.
You know, when it gets to the next guy doing it, it's like, hey, buddy, find your own thing. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It's been done. You know.
Right. Kenny Lang says S. All right. Fear the Burn says S. And then Brick says S. Adam.
S. No brainer.
Okay, another S. S Beam is dropping by saying hello all. Hello, Mr. S Beam.
Hey,
Thanks so much for
S-Beam,
joining
what's
us
up,
here again in the live chat. Much appreciated there. And then Blue says S for Goblin. Mr. Zio.
This is the comic book Goblin?
Yes.
Oh, this is tough because Soso made one already.
They did.
Damn. Let me see.
But this is licensed.
I would say. I mean, he's pretty up there. I'd give it an S. He's definitely over the other ones that are at A, I think.
All right, got that. And Jose.
Well, as a character, obviously it's an S, but as a figure, I mean, like in my own head, I'm trying to think about it because again, I don't really collect comic lines. I would put it at an A, personally, especially because the Soso one does exist, and I mean, it works, in most people's collections.
Okay.
What if it was a 2-pack with Gwen Stacy in a bed?
A bed?
Yeah. You don't know about that? You know about that.
I don't know how that would sell though.
It wouldn't. The short answer is it wouldn't.
All right. Okay, so let's see.
I mean, I thought you were gonna go with the whole death of Gwen Stacy thing, where like you can
Well, some might say this was a true death of Gwen Stacy if you think about it, but
yeah, but that's where you were going. That you can get some sort of accessory, or anyways.
Nope. I went the wrong way with it.
All right. Let's see. So,
do you guys not know about that? That they did the whole thing where they revealed that they had a little thing going.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know about it.
No.
Yeah.
Not me. No.
Oh wow. Okay.
Now I know, but
Right.
no, I didn't know.
Yeah, that was a pretty reviled thing that happened.
Oh, okay. Good to know now. But all right, so we have S for Green Goblin comic version ahead of Laurie Strode, but behind Colossus. So that was it there.
That's what I was trying to avoid here, man.
Yeah.
Got to get Laurie a little higher, man. She's almost second to last on the S tier.
Yeah, so the collector who selected this Green Goblin version was Matthew, my brother.
Blue tattoos.
That's why I asked. That's why I asked.
Throw the bid in for Jack and Rose.
Ooh.
All right, so that's it
Like
for.
personally, that's the thing though. Like I would rather buy that figure that we were all pitching with Jack and Rose with all those cool accessories. I'd rather buy that than the Goblin personally.
Brick is
but
saying,
only because I don't collect that line, you know.
Brick is saying Amazing Spider-Man 5961. C-Man is correct.
He called you C-Man.
C-Man.
Hey, that's a higher grade than the next. I'll take it.
All right. All right. So that's it for the tier list fantasy figure. We have wrapped all of these up. We will start the fantasy figure zone in 2025 in January, so next week. But that's it for the tier list, guys. So just to summarize, we have Hawkeye from Last of the Mohicans, HK-47, Robert from the Red Dawn movie, D tier. The Mariner, Eddie Brock, and Gwenpool, C tier. Cliff Booth, Miss Marvel, Wolverine, Conan, and the Goodfellas Mobster Trio, B tier list, or B tier. Clark Kent, Superman from Smallville, Blade from Deadpool Wolverine, V for Vendetta, Archangel from the comic version, Jim Lee, Jack and Rose, A tier list. And in the S tier list, we have Rick Deckard and is it Roy Batty?
Roy Batty, yeah.
From Blade Runner, Laurie Strode, Green Goblin comic version, Colossus, Bruce Lee from Enter the Dragon, Michael Jackson from Billie Jean, John Connor from Terminator 2, Jean Grey, Jim Lee version, Ellen Ripley from Aliens, and the highest one for the night was Orenishi and Beatrix Kiddo from Kill Bill Volume 1. So that was the S tier list, and that's it for the fantasy figure tier lists for 2024. So thank you guys for doing this. All of these got really, really long, all parts, right? So moving forward, the stream shouldn't be this long because we're not doing these long ass tier lists or whatever. But thank you so much for staying as long as you guys did here. Much appreciated there. So let me go ahead and plug you guys' channels and things like that. So let's start with Mr. One Adam 12. I know he just did a unboxing. So what do you have going on there, Mr. Adam?
Yeah, we just unboxed Deadpool from Deadpool and Wolverine. I was kind of, it's a really good figure. I was a little disappointed in it. I don't know. It wasn't as a lot of hype for it. I think I was being very careful with it because I like Moose and I know Will, his broke. I've seen other people online who had issues with the ankle, or they came with a broken ankle.
Oh yeah.
I was like, man, I'm gonna be super. Like, and I told Emily while we're unboxing it, just be really careful taking it out. Let's be careful, no crazy poses or anything like that. It's a good figure. Don't get me wrong. A really good figure, but it's not. I know some people are talking about figure of the year. I wouldn't put it on my list.
I heard no crazy poses, and I automatically was like, well, "Are we watching a Justin review? What happened here?"
They followed it with or anything like that.
I like, I like some deja vu there. You know what I mean? I was like, what's going on?
But Mr. Adam, thank you so much, as always, for joining us here tonight.
Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year 2025. We have 2 days left, 2 full days left of 2024. Let's see what we get announced or release. X-Men Supreme. What do you have going on?
Man, you know what? Living and living. But it's great to be here with you guys. Always a pleasure to be on with you, Gio and Zio and Adamo and Joseo, everybody.
Joseo.
Hey, but Yeah, man. It's just looking forward to the next few days, the next week. See what's happening on all the streams. Looking forward to getting back to all the new fantasy figures. Seeing what people are throwing up for the next year of fantasy figures. That'll be cool.
25, yeah.
Oh yeah, and yeah, man, just collecting and living the dream out here.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, X-Man. As always, you're regular here along with Mr. Adam. So thanks so much. I appreciate all of your time there. Blue says, great stream. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone in the live chat. Much appreciated there. Take care all, says Mr. S-Beam. Thanks so much there. Then we have Reverse Zeo, which I think he's going to relaunch Zeo now.
yeah. We're still figuring that out. But yeah, so definitely gonna be doing an unboxing soon. I've just been doing a lot of photography mainly, and then just putting some reels here and there on the page, just showcasing the figures, just really quickly, nothing too crazy. And then just copper drop on Thursdays with the fellas over there, and then that's it. Just really mainly the photography. That's really where I invest most of my time when it comes to this hobby.
Well, Zio, thank you so much again for joining us here. In the last episode, as you were in the first episode of Figures Talk of 2024. So
thank you for having me, guys. It was a pleasure to be here with y'all before the year ends. Happy New Year's to everybody. Much love, for real. Y'all take care.
Thanks so much there. And lastly, we have Mr. Jose Plus, who also did a unboxing recently, like a day ago. So
I did, yeah.
What do you have going on there, Mr. Jose?
Yeah, it's not really an unboxing because I really skip all that box stuff, man.
Oh, that's right, you did. That's right.
That's right. I leave that to the professionals like Adam. You know what I mean? People want to watch those unboxings, go to Adam's channel. Yeah, I kind of just skip through all that and just kind of like, let's just showcase the figure. So that's usually what I do. So yeah, I'm little by little doing a couple more videos and stuff. But yeah, I just did that Bane one. So that's pretty cool. Bane is a great figure, definitely contender figure of the year. Just love that figure. So yeah, there'll be a couple more videos I'll be working on, a couple more photos going on the page that I'm working on right now. So yeah, just slow but steady, you know what I mean? But I appreciate you guys having me on and letting me join here last minute. I appreciate you guys. Nice seeing you all. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Jose's got that unboxing's really good. Saw that today, and he's right. That's definitely a figure of the year contender there. That Bane figure, for sure.
I would agree with that too. Yep. And I almost missed him, so there you go. But thank you, Jose, especially for dropping by in the last minute there, like we just talked about. But thank you so much there. And Feel the Burn says, fun stream, y'all. Happy New Year. Thanks so much, Feel the Burn, and everyone in the live chat. Kenny, Feel the Burn, S-Beam, TJ, Mike, Brick, all you guys who have been on here for most of the time, from what I've noticed here. But thanks so much there. And so that's it, guys. So that ends the Figures Talk of 2024. I am planning of doing, another show, another episode next Sunday, the first one of the year. So we'll be doing that. And thanks, everyone, and have a happy New Year. Thank you for watching live. If you're watching the replay, thank you so much for that as well. So that's it. Thank you so much, guys. Till next time. Have a good night.